Oh, stick your middle finger in my butthole.
Understand, it can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity, or remorse, or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead.
Jason. Ellis.
Moose Knuckle. Red the Dragon. Night Danger. Canada. Uncircumcised. Philanthropy. Stupid stuff. Supercross. Hey. Nipple. Machete. Fashion. A scintillating bloodbath. A hellacious fury. Evil. Cannabis. Interesting thing. Auto.
Radio.
And then this heinous birth into this hell on earth. At the hour of birth, from the moment he cried, Bones was born with the devil inside. Cutting his teeth, umbilical cut through dirt, was born with a fetus and feet too.
It's the Jason Ellis Show. With Jason Ellis.
Bend over and let me see your ass.
Michael Tully.
No, I gotta tickle this little cockhole.
Andrew Bruce.
I'm gonna spread my ass open.
Kevin Kraft.
I snorted a kind of key forms.
Hot Dog.
Because I have a giant horse cock.
And Will Pendarvis.
Fuck yeah, I'm Will Pendarvis. What up, Doe?
Jason. Ellis. This is the Jason Ellis Show.
You know, baby.
Man, sometimes you just, you work hard, you just keep your head down. Sometimes your head's so far down you don't know it's on up your own ass. Or maybe it's just floating in the universe by itself and nobody really cares. Maybe you don't care. But as long as it's still going somewhere, eventually it'll pop up in the right place. And then glory is yours. Just remember, when glory becomes yours, don't forget, glory's not forever. It is really, if you remember it.
I was going to say.
It's fully forever.
Glory's one of the
It's so awesome.
forever.
Oh, man. I was just trying to talk about Hot Dog. I'm so pumped Hot Dog. Hot Dog is here. The great dog of hotness is here. And he's in the intro. That's big.
It's pretty sweet. I teared a little bit.
Yeah.
Right eye.
I saw a photo. He showed me
I just had pink eye.
Yeah. He showed me a photo of a person's skull being smashed.
Is that from your personal collection? Yes. Are you kidding me?
Nah.
No.
He's kidding. Pretty cool though.
Crazy things.
The world. That's why I wish you could work here, Hot Dog, because I don't think you should work there.
I do too, but I mean it's cool. I get paid, so like I
Yeah.
just like making money.
You're a hard-working guy. You show up and you get your job done, and then you go do whatever it is that you do at your hockey games. But when you're not at hockey, you work hard. I see it.
Yeah.
You do your job. It's not a good job. A lot of people do jobs they don't like. You do it and you handle the job. You handle your business.
Yeah, I don't mind it though. It's cool. I'm used to it now, so as long as I get paid, I'm fine.
That's right. Andrew, could you do his job?
He's a money weight.
Right? You're too quiet. You're too quiet. There you go.
Do you think you could though? Like for a day, could you do a day in his shoes?
Yeah. You don't develop relationships with these people.
Why would you? That's every time.
Like, you don't give them a backstory, do you?
What the
No,
fuck?
I hardly see their face. I
What?
try and see as little of them as possible. I just gotta check a few things and then.
Like what?
I gotta check to make sure it's the right person. So
How do you confirm that tag?
Yeah, there's a tag on either their ankle, and if it's not there, they probably got a tag from being in the hospital on their wrist.
Yeah.
And then you gotta check if they have pacemakers. So you just gotta feel around their heart.
Yeah, you gotta remove those. Yeah, we've been over that.
Yes.
You ever get the old switcheroo? Get the wrong body?
Fortunately for me, I have not. But it's sometimes if when you get a bunch of the Spanish ones, they can kind of get similar, the names, last names, they look similar. So you can look at it and maybe think you're getting one, but no, I've never done it.
Right, who can possibly be expected to tell the difference between Jose Ortiz and a Luis Gonzalez?
No, like Gonzalez, Garcia, stuff like that. Maybe you get 2 Gonzalez's or Garcias. That's definitely happened before.
And then you just fucking light them both up.
Yes.
Tomatoes. Light them up.
And you don't compose elaborate backstories for these people, or have you ever considered that? Andrew makes a pretty good point.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I usually just try and send them on their way.
I guess if Andrew worked there, it would actually be a pretty complex job.
He lived, he laughed,
Yeah,
he
like
loved,
he
and
would
now
cry.
he burns.
he's building characters into all these dead people. That's a
You never wonder, like, how they died or anything like that?
Sometimes, but like sometimes it's just obvious.
Well, I mean, the obvious one is, yes, they're missing a head.
yeah, but that's not how
You don't
did
know
that.
that.
Maybe a shark bit it off. Maybe an axe hit it. Maybe a car hit it so
Oh
hard.
yeah, dude, I had a guy who had like crazy nuts, like they were like probably like this big, and he didn't die from it. He died from some other stuff. Like, I don't know
See?
how he didn't die. It was,
He's
like,
just a
definitely
regular dude with
cancer in his
gigantic nuts. Get off the fucker.
Sorry we didn't get that pyro you asked for. The explosions on your intro. Still working on that.
Just try to have it like.
Because he comes across as such a carefree guy. But to know that like he's borderline not coming in here ever again if we don't get pyro. It's like that book. Like, yeah, how many books does it take for Jude to turn into a fuckface? 2.
That's it.
Yeah, it got to him.
Can you at least proceed him in with some sparklers or something?
Yeah, what's up, Beans?
Like I get.
It's all about you, isn't it, Beans? Do you need a fucking intro as well?
I think I have.
Andrew, you're in charge of the budget. You should be getting sparklers for guests to come in with.
Yeah, like when people get bottle service at the fucking club, just fucking, you know, with the
Yeah.
sparklers.
Does
Andrew,
that happen at the club? I've only seen that I've only seen that at birthday parties at Korean barbecue.
It's next level now, dude. Yeah, like you order a bottle of whatever the fuck they're drinking now, Ciroc, and
Yeah.
like.
what, Andrew? Well, first, Giant Andrew, can you change that light? 'Cause it's just shining on the top of Jude's head. It's not a good look on YouTube.
It's bringing out my baldness.
It doesn't to bring out your baldness. It just makes your whole face blend in with your. You don't have a
Do I
fucking
glow?
face.
Do
You
I
don't have a
glow?
face. Nah.
Do I look like powder?
Yeah.
Yeah, powder. That guy's awesome.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That guy made
Alright.
me believe in magic.
Oh. Sorry.
So are we doing this?
You want me to walk out again?
Yeah, yeah,
What am
yeah.
I doing?
Don't act like you don't want to.
I'm gonna walk in like it's my bar mitzvah, y'all. This fucking.
You going back to the Jewish scam, huh?
Like, can you put in like pump up the jams or some shit
Oh,
like that?
oh, wait, you don't want your song?
Or everybody, everybody.
yeah.
Some
Shake
shit.
that body for me.
Yeah. that-
You got Shake That Body for me? I don't have Shake
What
That
do we got?
Body.
We got Snap. We got Black Box.
What about this?
It's not bad.
Now Andrew carries you in on a chair. How does this work? I've never been to a bar mitzvah either.
Or like the final countdown. Ba-da-ba-da.
I know, right?
No, Andrew, you fucking.
No, that's me trying to find what I've got.
Sorry.
Come on, Andrew. What about this one? That's pretty good.
This one is called the penultimate countdown.
That's pretty good too.
Rocky 5.
I'll be right back. Got it.
This is not going to be worth it.
Oh!
Smoke.
Oh! Oh! Stop! Stop!
Jude's having a little trouble with that smoke. We used to get maced a little higher, huh?
We might have
Oh my
smoked this.
God.
We smoked ourselves
What the
out.
fuck was that? It tastes like a couch cushion.
Well, what was that?
You talk like Bill Cosby all of a sudden. Oh, it's
Oh.
coming for me now. It's
Oh,
coming for
man.
me. It's going through the room.
What was that?
What was that? Oh
Is
man.
that shit that you use to clean
Is
off
that
a
a
keyboard?
keyboard cleaner? Jesus.
Oh.
Hey, you can get hot out there, right?
I feel
Well, we're all
fucked up.
about
Oh
to find out.
no, hot dog's gonna. Wait, are we
Fuck.
gonna... Wait, we all right?
You're supposed to like inhale with like a towel or something.
Don't worry, Kevin's
Oh man.
Keep the door
squishing it
open.
out with his bare hands. We should.
Oh, it's
This
disgusting.
is a
I got
couple
you.
more swooshes. We'll all be good.
We got all the bad
That
effects
shit
and none
is
of the
ma-
good
yeah,
effects.
That's mad bitter, dude. That
Yeah.
shit was like, it's like radicchio or some shit like that.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
you scrunch up the jacket or something.
You
Yeah,
want
it's
to
like-
do?
it's
You
like
want to do?
I kind of
It's like
want to do
purple
one
lettuce
now.
and
He kinda
rubbing
wants-
alcohol.
he
Hey, do
kinda
it. Go do it.
Give him the thing. The hot dog's gonna huff it.
What are we doing?
Hot dog's gonna huff the keyboard.
No.
It's a radio bit. It's not actually really happening.
I think you can do it legally, can't you?
Yeah, but
No.
we don't want to do it.
No,
Okay.
I'm positive you cannot huff legally.
Are you sure?
I don't want to.
All right, fine. I forgot you're like sober and shit. We got hot dog huffing things. My bad.
I mean, he can huff. It's not. I just don't. I don't care even if I'm on crack. He's not huffing shit on the show.
But he wants to.
Do you want to huff shit?
I mean, I would.
Okay, that's different. No, then don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking reverse your position all of a sudden. You're like, yeah, I want that. And then fucking Ellis checks you like,
This is-
I mean, not
Are,
really.
are you fucking happy now, Harvey Weinstein? Because this is what's happened in the course of 3 weeks. So you want to do it? Yeah, I'll do it. Cool, he'll do it. Are you sure you want to do it? Yeah, I mean, I will. Oh, okay, I'm hearing what you're saying, and you don't totally want to do this. You are feeling some pressure to do this. I immediately just imagine how it's going to sound on fucking Facebook
I know.
13 years from now.
Hot dog.
It's not gonna change when
Pressure's
it comes to
fucking-
that. The kids are okay. It's just big head honcho guys can't be flopping their dicks out as much, and I think it's great. Doesn't stop me from doing whatever I was doing, because I'm not trying to fucking force my dick on people. Gross ass bitches. Gotta let go of everybody you like that did that too. All the clingers, man. Oh, I can see an angle hair. It's really not that bad. It's because you're his friend.
I don't know what happened, dude.
Everybody's a perv. Everybody's gross.
I don't know, man. If people are trading pussy for jobs, it seems like a fucking.
See, you know what? I spoke to Ann H. was did that show that's on this fucking channel that's on the weekends that doesn't get played. You know that? Oh, you did. You know, you and Andrew knew it, and I didn't know. I found out that there's like football bandwidth that takes out the weekends of faction talk.
It was explained to me, I think, after the third straight week of preemption.
Right. Well, I didn't get to me until 3 weeks in, but so I found that out this weekend. So I guess it's a couple more weekends.
Right. No, that's when I found out too.
Of nobody's weekend show will really be aired because because they need the bandwidth for sports.
Oh, yeah.
So
College football, bro.
so we're not that important. Anyway, what was I saying?
Fucking something.
And
It didn't
on
matter.
your show.
Oh yeah. About because Harvey Weinstein pulled his dick out on her and tried to
Yeah.
fuck her for a job, and she wouldn't do it, and she didn't get the job.
You know who got the job?
And you and I
Someone that fucked.
I told her
What?
that you and I had this other angle for us because we're pretty damaged already. And at this point in the game, I'm not saying when I was younger, but at this point right now, if the bosses were trying to like get me to blow them or something to give, and they were going to give me like what's it called, Bloodsport channel they got a channel. What is it called?
Barstool.
Barstool got a channel. What, dude?
Bloodsport.
I look at. I'm not I'm not sheep, all right? I don't follow everybody else. I listen to other stuff. I'm sure it's great though. Anyway, I don't know.
You would do it.
I'm just saying if I did it, it wouldn't really affect me that bad. And she said, you know what, at this age, maybe I could see how you do that. But she was like, I'm so mentally scarred from people trying to do that to me in my life that when someone tries to touch me, I freak out. And I'm like, I see that because there's different reactions to your abuse.
Yeah,
So she's the kind of girl that you pull your dick out on Ann H, she will fucking snap immediately. Even if she liked you, that just ended it, and she is now out the door.
I'm not blowing dudes for a job, so.
But if you
I'll
did-
eat old pussy. I'll eat old ass pussy. I'll eat it.
Okay, so because
I
you
eat
said
it.
when you were on my podcast, you said you would suck a dick.
No, you
to-
said, and I just let you go with it.
Was
I
it-
never.
Oh.
In fact, I never was like, I'll suck the skin off.
Wait,
the dick
no, you
for a
didn't say that,
job.
but you agreed that you would do it to get the job done, to get what you wanted.
I meant for a woman, because they're not asked to flip their sexuality. They're fucking,
Right.
they're
Right,
so,
right,
like
right.
so.
Yeah, no,
shit
well,
don't
it's
have a
different
foot.
for me, but yeah, sure, for you,
Yeah, so like old ass lady,
right?
bro. Like I drove 12 hours to sell 50 books. I made $50. I drove 12 hours and made $50 up in San Francisco.
Wow. Did you at least see some sights?
I got to meet listeners, but like, yo,
I saw a
like,
bunch of Ellis
after
fans went there. They Snapchatted
yeah, after
me.
doing that, I'll show me the old boss lady's pussy. I'll eat her asshole. I'll
Right.
do everything,
But
man.
you wouldn't suck a dick for anything.
Nah.
What's
Wait.
up with that?
You would
just
wait.
I'm not gonna.
You
suck
would
dick
eat
for
an
it.
old lady's ass.
Yes, I would.
Like, are we talking about like you
Just
bathed her?
shower. Yeah.
What if it wasn't? What if she was at work and she was like, eat my
I'd be
ass
like- I'd
and
be like,
I'll
you know what,
get all
baby?
these books for
This is
you?
what I would do. I'd be like, you know what, baby, hold tight. And I spit on a fucking napkin and just wipe that shit up first.
Right. Right. Okay. So I can't tell if you're lying
I'll
or not.
spit shine her butthole.
Are you lying, or are you saying you would actually spit on her butthole and get the job done?
I would wipe it.
How would you
Wipe her
feel?
asshole.
Okay, so you wouldn't be able to get a napkin. You'd
I'll
have to
wipe
just
her
wipe.
ass.
You'd have to spit and eat it
I'd
and
use
figure
my
it out.
sleeve. I'd use my sleeve.
Afterwards, you would have the smell of her butthole. You would remember it.
You know what it smelled like?
How would that?
Money.
Victory.
Yep.
Is that worth it, Jude?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But-
Yes. Do you know
Why,
how
why
fucking
are you assuming that this high-powered old lady is going to be okay with you spit shining her butt before you eat it? That's
Because
sort
I-
of
Let me
insulting.
finish. Let me finish. Is it worth it?
I would do it in a seductive way, Michael.
Do you think it's worth it if you weren't so mentally scarred in the first place?
Yeah. Yes.
It would still be worth it.
Yes,
It's not really. You can't really answer that.
I understand that.
You know what? Like
Yeah,
hot dog,
there's-
you have melted dead people, but you're not really mentally scarred. You didn't have a bad childhood. Your parents like you and shit. You got a chance in life. Would you lick an old lady's butthole, like on the couch? She's like, you know, I'm the VP of fucking whatever it is, and like here, we want you to work for the Jason Ellis show. And the lady, it's a big old lady that runs Sirius, and she wants to give you a show on the Jason Ellis channel, but she really wants you to, like, you know, chow her muff and chow her butthole and shit. And it's a work butthole, and it's an old lady. You do it?
I mean, if she's giving me money, probably, but
Wait,
yo.
what do you mean? No, don't fucking.
I don't like.
Honestly,
if it's
hey,
something I want. Like if she
no.
says I'm gonna give you an X amount of money or something.
Well,
like
she's
that,
not gonna say
or-
I'm gonna give you an X amount of money. She's saying she's gonna give you the show, and that's it. Eat my ass. I'm really into ass eating. She pulls her dress off and fucking gets on the couch and arcs up and goes, "There it is. Get it, little boy. Get it." What do you do? Because you don't have time either.
I'm gonna say no.
Honestly, what would Hot Dog's first reaction be?
I'm gonna say no because if I get
Right.
that show, I'm still gonna have to like
Because-
work it.
right,
It's not
and-
like I get everything right away. I'm
and-
gonna have to chow out this.
Well, dude, if you get a bunch of money, that's not everything. It's not over. You're just
Yeah,
like
it
fucking
is.
sailing boats. What kind of money is everything? No one's gonna let you suck a dick or eat some ass for fucking $100 million. We're
I
talking
would do
about
it for $1 million straight up.
well,
Well,
for
nobody's
your
going to offer that.
I know, but I'm just saying.
That's the
But
other thing everybody forgets with this shit is that I don't think it's very often suck my dick and get the job.
Yeah.
It's more if you don't suck my dick, I
You're
can
not even gonna
guarantee
get a
you
chance.
You will not get the job. It's like Steven Seagal. The accusation was basically, well, if I got to know you intimately, maybe we could talk about a bigger role for you. I'm sure women, let's assume those allegations are true for the sake of conversation, I'm sure women fucked Steven Seagal thinking they might or even would get something out of it and got nothing out of it. They just knew that they were out if they didn't.
Steven Seagal is not Harvey Weinstein.
But old lady who runs
He's just as
SiriusXM is not going to tell you, eat my asshole, and she's going to want it to seem like seductive. Like, you know, it'd be really great. We've been talking business for a long time. My butt's getting itchy. Need some eating. And you'd be like, oh, I kind of get the clue that I'm supposed to do this now. She's not. It's not going to be quid pro quo. It's not going to be tit for tat.
Well,
She's not going to
actually-
fucking write the contract out, eat my ass, and get job.
Hot Dog. You're laughing like.
Well, hold up, man. There were women that fucked Harvey Weinstein and then got the job, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just operate under those assumptions. That if you do.
Oh, they all dream
happen.
that this is gonna work out.
No,
That's
There
right.
wasn't that many. There's not a ton of women that said I fucked him and didn't get a job, right? They got work. He followed through on his word, correct?
I'm assuming it was not 100% of the time because he wasn't.
I haven't heard
because-
anybody yelling loud about that.
because
I've
he
heard
wasn't-
people working saying that I had to fuck him to get a job.
I don't think he was looking at it like, come to my office, and I think he thought that it would, because there is in entertainment a really blurry line. Like, you can go out to dinner with the director, you can go out to dinner with an agent. You could be friends with an agent and not have them be your agent. I think in his mind that was kind of the social side of it, and there was obviously a massive overlap. But I don't think it was come by Harvey's office, 9:30 Monday morning, suck his dick, get a role in the new Tarantino.
Yeah, no, it would just be meat, and then that would be he would disappear. And this is what I heard, a personal one that will be on this weekend when football is over.
Apparently you were not preempted, according to Stock on Twitter.
There you go, bam.
Only in the evening. Your show's
So they're just fucking Tully show and Dave show?
Depending on how many organs are on an evening, that's what the preemption takes. But it's not.
What about until the football basketball thing stops hacking into our channel? You just play Tully show and Dave show instead of a best of through the week, so they get to air their fucking shows.
We can play them.
Cause it's pretty fucked up, man. Yeah. No, wait. Best of the week? What's?
We take 3 hours to best.
Oh, what about Ellis Archives? Can't just put him in on a fucking Wednesday? You know what I mean? Like instead of us, him. You know what I mean? Like you got to innovate. If these guys are gonna fucking stick a dick in our ass, you got to think of something else. So play the. Yeah, dude. You know what? Not exactly true. I've got Sirius XM and I listened to our fucking Ellis Archive get hacked into. I forwarded it to our boss's boss. It said that we were in an NFL game, and then it just switched off and went to the NFL game half an hour into the show. So I don't care about my show being hacked into, but Tully does a lot of shit, has a lot of people on, and then you don't play it, and football's on. Let's just put Tully's show on instead of Ellis Archive. And then Dave the Voice Boy show instead of Ellis Archive, and just until the football basketball stop butt fucking us. Yeah!
Done.
You want to be on? I'll put you on too.
Yeah, sure.
Hot dog, suck my butt, and you can be on during the week, baby.
Man,
I
you
just-
lost his job.
I just spit on the TP40, so don't even worry about it. Good to go. Fucking Jiffy Lube that shit for you.
I'll let you wipe it one time with a baby wipe before you eat it. Okay, good luck, go. Fucking 1 hour show, baby.
To your point, I thought about it. If someone had a track record of doing this and hooking people up, I think it would still be worth. I would roll the dice.
Yeah.
I roll the dice.
See, but it's hard for me to read on you sometimes. I feel like, yeah, you're saying that, but
But if somebody
like,
was like, but Jason, if someone was like, if you don't eat my ass, I'm not gonna hire you here, then I wouldn't do it. I'd be
Okay.
like, fuck you, suck my
okay,
dick.
but it's a,
But if it was like, hey, and let's be real, like these people are getting paid way better than any of us would for a year of working on the fucking radio too. Like, yo, movie people get caked the fuck.
I don't know, dude.
And residuals.
I mean, if you get if it's your if it's your break, you know what I mean, like your big break, then and that's where I feel like those kind of guys, that's where they get those women because the women know that this could be once this movie works, I won't have to take dickheads like this in my life anymore, and I get that angle, but I'm just as a damaged person, I'm saying you'll make that trade because you're fucking damaged, because a person that has a lot of respect for themselves just wouldn't do it. That's what I'm told anyway. Michael?
Yeah. See,
yeah,
that's
Michael,
the
you
thing.
have respect for yourself.
I swear to God, there's women out there that'd be like, absolutely not.
There's so many X factors in this, just starting with the way that a woman feels when like a powerful man comes on to her is so different than vice versa. I've used this example a million times, but the last company I worked for, the whole sales team was women, and they were all these they were cougars. They were like real proper New York City cougars. Not a single one of them was really all that attractive, but when she was like, get so-and-so on the phone, you fucking tell him you fuck me, I fuck you, and I'm like, that's kind of hot.
Yeah.
You just made yourself kind of hot, Cosmo Swilling 55-year-old lady.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been a big deal. I would have done it for free.
I was gonna just add.
Yeah.
I've had sex with really old ladies. They didn't give me anything.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like
know.
I've banged out like disgusting women for nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I think
Some
well
people
that
have
will
given-
see.
some of them have given me.
Well, see that means that we're out of the count. We can't be in this game. It has to be people like Kevin and Andrew. Kevin and Andrew won't just have sex with anybody, will they?
But like, here's something else.
Well,
If that's not to say that some of these women aren't like that, did it, and then are backtracking afterwards, just to jump on a fucking train.
well, it's not backtracking.
Yo, dude, if you're okay with fucking somebody for a part, you do that, and then 20
Yeah, but-
years later you throw the fucking dude under the bus.
Just wait, but
sorry, that's kind of
if
shitty.
if you do it, it doesn't mean you're okay with it.
By the fact that you are doing it, it means you're okay with it.
I don't know about that. I feel like
If
if
it's a
Harvey
trade,
Weinstein
you're
fucking pulls
trading.
his dick out and starts telling you to play with it, and you're
Dude,
some
there's
up and coming
there's
starlet,
plenty of women.
you
that
didn't want to do
There's
that.
plenty
dude.
of women. You're oversimplifying it, and there's plenty of women that have said no to Harvey Weinstein,
Who
that
cares?
have gone on to fucking to have fine careers.
If you believe Gwyneth Paltrow, that's her story. Is that he came on to her and she told him to fuck off, and she still was able to star in Emma or one of these Bronte book movies that made her a star in the 90s.
My roommate Harvey Weinstein hit on.
Yeah, I know, you told us.
And she said no, she's Empire, Nashville. She's
It just
crushing.
not through him.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
it's not the only fucking.
Yeah, dude, but
it's
it's
not
still
the only game in
okay.
town.
That's great. Good point. Doesn't make it right at all. I don't know what we're not arguing here, are you? Are we? I mean, it's not right. It's not right. That's it.
But the weird thing is that I don't have any issue whatsoever with somebody actually sleeping their way to the top. The problem that I have with it is when somebody feels like they have to sleep their way to the top when it's not really their decision, and there's just no way on earth that any court system is ever going to be able to separate the one from the other. If a woman wants to fuck her way to the top, fucking use whatever you got. If she wants to sleep her way to the top. And
Well,
that's
then-
always going to be a legitimate way for women to get ahead in the world. It just is.
So if you don't want to, then you don't fuck,
Right.
and then you work hard.
Well,
And you
you-
hope you get a break.
I feel like fucking old ugly people can. I would count that as hard work if you're like an up and coming young actress.
Okay, but now
It's extremely hard,
Right?
Yeah.
okay, but the Harvey thing, then it becomes a little bit like the Louis thing, where if he comes over to you, emerges in a bathrobe, whips his dick out, and you say no, a wrong has still been done to you.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and man, look, if you take it and you don't say anything and you don't actually approach him or go with him and you are grossed out by that and you just leave the room, which is I feel like a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Because that was the other thing. Like if a girl starts masturbating in front of me, I'm just gonna like fucking have my back up against the wall for 40 minutes and look at this shit. No, I'm gonna do something or I'm gonna leave. So that tells me if they just stood there in the corner, they're terrified. And then they leave and then they tell people. I'm just telling you, your opinion of it and my opinion is not as good as Tully's because we're damaged and you don't think it's that big of a deal. Because I don't think it's that big of a deal.
It's not about that big.
Dude,
of a deal.
what about
if someone asks, if you get consent and then they do it and then you get bummed out about it afterwards.
Consent when you're hanging out in and you go out somewhere and you have sex, that's
you're
cool.
A fucking grown
if
up,
you're
dude.
in the corner and I pull my dick out and start jerking off, how the fuck is that consent?
If someone says,
how is that consent?
But Ellis, if you say Jude,
there was no conversation before.
I'm just speaking on the shit where it's like, hey, can I pull out my dick and jerk off? And I'm not like, no.
And she doesn't. Whoa! And I don't say no, then it's okay.
Then I don't know. Then
dude.
Then you take your dick out. And
I don't want to
like,
get into it.
And then
Everyone's
I
got.
leave.
Okay.
Then I leave.
Well, the audio that was leaked by whoever that lady was, where she recorded Harvey Weinstein, he was fucking running. It was so sad. He was running the come on game for like 5 minutes. I said, come on, she's like, I'm running. I said, come on, just come in. Okay, don't come in my bathroom. Just take a couple steps into the foyer.
I was talking
She's
about
like,
Louis C.K.
Okay.
I was talking about Louis C.K. And look, man, like, yo, it's
Louis C.K. is okay.
No, when you're at work, you can't ask. When you're at work, you
different.
can't ask people if you can't go over and ask Andrew if you can jerk off in front of him.
yo,
I would
I
grant you. But the other thing that.
But he wasn't at work every time, was he?
No.
All right then. So like this is.
But he was sometimes.
In the times where he was, it's fucking wrong. And then the times where he wasn't and gets consent, it's fucking not.
He didn't. Yeah, but dude, if we found out a guy was walking around asking jerking off, getting consent and fucking jerking off, we wouldn't be here talking about it. We're talking about when he didn't get consent. No one said yes, and his dick's out jerking off. You're talking about indecent exposure at the very least. And you're saying it's okay to do that to women.
No, I'm not.
And I'm saying it's not.
No,
You
I'm
are.
saying if you get
as long as it's not in work hours, it's okay to do it. That's what you're saying.
No, I don't think you should be doing it with a coworker.
Anyone.
No, I disagree with you.
Okay, so indecent exposure. It's not indecent exposure to pull your dick out without asking a lady, I'm going to pull my dick out.
He did say he pulled
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He did ask.
No, he pulls it out. I'm jerking off in front of you.
What's the facts of this? Cause
you just said yourself.
We're disputing the facts.
No, you just said yourself. Your fact. Let's go on your fact that he said, I'm going to pull my dick. Can I pull my dick out? And they didn't say no. So if they don't say no, it's okay to do it. That's what you said just now.
Do you need consent to pull your dick out of your house?
I believe.
Do you need consent to pull out your dick in your home?
Yes. To a woman, yes.
I don't know. I don't know the rules are, bro.
Come on!
Get chicks over your house.
Hey, I'm gonna pull out my dick, and they're just chilling there. I'm like, all right, I guess that's cool.
Okay, I'm trying to imagine this
Oh,
scenario where this
no.
lady comes over my house, and obviously, she's not a Jehovah's Witness. We have had some sort of conversation that a reasonable person might conclude that we could have a romantic relationship, and then I go, hey, so I'm about to take my dick out, and she's just like, oh. Yeah, I guess in that situation, I'd probably go for it.
It's, bro, you're like.
Wait a minute, you said I don't know. It's kind of an answer.
Well, I had to do something on the radio.
Jude said,
I had to make a noise on the radio.
Jude said you don't have to say anything, and
know.
the dick can come out.
I don't know the look.
Well, you gotta. If you don't know, then you haven't made. We're arguing about nothing because you don't have an opinion on it.
You've never been with a chick before. Been kissing on her. Do you ask to take out your dick every time? No, you don't, Jason. You don't.
Come
you
on,
don't.
man. Like you're talking about. You're talking about.
Every time you've.
I've never gone up to a chick, started kissing her, and pulled my dick out. Any time I've ever kissed a girl and pulled my dick out, it's because I know her, and we have mutually agreed to be fucking around hours before it actually happened. Don't try to pull in that making out with a girl and pulling your dick out is the same as a girl who's in the room and you just pull your dick out.
I don't know.
It's not this. You do know.
What was it?
You know what you are,
Andrew?
You're an advocate of fucking rape. You're into it.
Damn, dude, that's a real.
Well, you're hinting that it's kind of okay.
Bro, man, like this is the problem. You can't even have a nuanced argument with somebody.
I don't know what nuance means.
It means like there's gray areas of shit, and you're making this is bad, this is good. Like you can't now I'm an advocate for fucking rape.
You're explaining the exact scenario where I can say that it's fucking inappropriate. You're not making it mysterious at all.
Right now, am I getting raped?
Well,
Jason,
different.
if you whip your dick out right now, am I being raped? No,
that's different.
Why?
It's a sex crime.
I mean, you
All
could.
right,
You could call HR and have me fired.
But I wouldn't. You know why?
But, okay, well then
Because you're super into it, obviously.
talking in circles.
Yeah, maybe. What was it? What's the facts?
The facts. That is a fact. You pull your dick
Just
out right
tell
now,
me
you're
the
fucking fired.
Facts.
That's a fact.
So there are a couple incidents that took place. One, Rebecca Corey said CK asked her to watch him masturbate while on the set of the television pilot.
Don't agree with that. Bullshit. Okay, next. That's bullshit. They're on the job. It's not acceptable.
Gawker ran a story where they were at a comedy festival. He invited a female comedy duo back to his hotel room. Two ladies gladly joined him. He turned down weed that they offered, but he asked if it would be okay if he took his dick out, thinking he was joking. The women gave a facetious thumbs up. He wasn't joking. When he actually started jerking off in front of them, the ladies decided that wasn't their bag and they re-exited. But the comedian stood in front of the door, blocking their way with his body.
I got a problem with that. I don't have a problem with.
The first bit I was okay with.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. Because they came back to his
we're-
hotel, but
That's
they
what
also
I'm saying.
and they also admitted to giving a thumbs up, which is a weird thing
That
to
is
do
consent.
when you
You're like, hey.
yeah, but you know what?
My thumb was kind of sideways, though.
But she left me. But what about when you went to the door?
All right, so is that all? I'm like as soon as you
But
block
that's
the
all
door,
you need.
As soon as you block the
Yeah.
door, you're dead fucking wrong.
Fuck yeah, you're
dead
wrong.
fucking wrong.
Fuck.
I've heard before this shit, when the rumors were going around before there was this round of it, I heard door blocking a couple times.
Man.
Oh my
on,
fucking
dude.
god, dude.
This guy's a fucking
Will you even
pile of
advocate for
shit.
that, you piece of shit?
Look, I don't advocate for any of that shit.
Well, that's
I don't.
but that.
I don't, but that's
Right.
not what I understood. And
Now that you know.
now that I understand that, I
Pretty
don't
gnarly, right?
advocate that.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying though?
Yeah, I do now.
Like,
Two things. It is a gray area and one that affects almost nobody who's listening to this show. Okay, it's in his hotel room. They're hanging out, but they're comedians. He's a big dude, and they're nobodies, and they're at the festival, and he goes, hey, come have a drink in my room. It does blur the line between a professional sit down. They thought they were going to get to know him, and maybe he could help them in their career. But it was in his hotel room, so I can see both sides. But we admit that there's at least two. That's like a 50-50 kind of thing. It definitely is. If I'm fucking if I'm sitting down and I mean I'm gonna do stand up. If I fucking sit down with Louis C.K. and he's like, yeah, you're a funny guy. Let's go get a drink. Like I'm thinking that can do something for me.
Yeah.
That's the way it fucking works. And if he wants
Yeah.
to jerk off and makes explicit promises, that would be fine too. Because I'd actually like to see that guy jerk off. I think it would be a pretty horrifying sight.
Yeah, obviously, you're going to be looking at it for a different angle than what he's thinking. That's for sure.
Here's the other thing, and this is the problem that I really have is that when the rumors made it outside of the comedy community and made it to people like us and were on the internet a couple months ago, we got some like independent confirmation from somebody who knows Louis about like, oh shit, that stuff, fuck, we told him to stop. And now everybody, fucking his manager, Mark Maron, all these people who are close to him, are Pamela Adlon that he made a TV show. Now I don't know what anybody knows for sure, but how the fuck was I able to get independent confirmation that this is something he did habitually? And his manager had no idea. And the comedians who are close to him that were his peers had no idea. Bullshit.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I don't know. Maybe his manager didn't know. Maybe Mark Maron didn't know. Maybe Pamela Adlon did, individually. Maybe
I'm sure maybe they just heard it and they didn't believe it. Because I remember hearing that. I was with you and I was like, okay, it's still pretty hard to believe. He has two daughters. I just didn't believe it.
Ignore shit that is beneficial for them. People need to believe what they need to believe. You know what I mean? It's easy.
What about it? What about at this point? Is there anybody right now after all the stuff that Tully just read out?
It's a wrap for him.
No. Well, is there anybody? I mean, people play golf with OJ. You know what I mean? Like, is there? He's not banned from. I bet you all of his buddies are still his buddies, right?
I would imagine he's gonna have to have a couple of difficult conversations over coffee with some of them, but yeah, I don't know who actually knows him well.
I mean,
that turns his back on him.
Everybody hangs out with that little Jewish guy that makes movies, Woody Allen. Everybody hangs out with everyone. Mel Gibson's like is in a kids movie.
People will really
with
sacrifice,
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, they will. People will put their ideals in the back burner when it comes to money.
I wonder if I would too. I'm sorry, go ahead. But I wonder if I would too. I've been thinking about that. I'm not around anybody who's doing scummy shit like that. I wonder what I would do in that situation. Now I think it would be different, but 3 years ago, I wonder what I would have done.
I don't know what I'd do either. It's hard to say.
What you would have done if you had known that he did that? What do you mean?
If I knew that Jude was a creep like that. And I knew that once or twice a year I heard a story that I thought was true about Jude, about him jerking off in front of John or whatever, you know?
Somebody told me a pro skateboarder had sex with an underage lady, and I just wouldn't talk to him. I wasn't even sure. And then I guess he got off, didn't get prosecuted, but I was, you know what I mean? Ever since then, I've just been like, I guess you didn't do it, but fuck, man, how does, like, if you get accused of that, how close was it? I don't even know the full facts. But that dude I used to hang out with all the time. We were skateboarders together. I ain't hanging out with him anymore.
I just think it's important that we're careful about a lot of
Same
this
with
shit.
You put hands on a woman, I'm not hanging out with you anymore. I don't have to make a commercial about it, but I know I made a personal decision that I don't hang out with people that do that.
I'm not disagreeing with you there. I'm just saying I think cats got to be careful right now. This is people. There was a dude in Detroit, like he got like an anonymous Tumblr shut him down. Like this woman just said he did some fucking weird shit anonymously on Tumblr, and it destroyed the dude's business.
I don't see how that's possible.
Okay. Well, that what's happening is it's like a lot of this knee-jerk shit where people are piling on, and I'm just saying, like, I like to get all the information before I act like I'm judging.
Guilty. What is it? Innocent until proved guilty.
I try to behave
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Does anybody have any sexual assault accusations at you?
No, but but you know what, man?
Me neither.
There's been times there's been times where like I've slept with a girl and she woke up and she was like, "What did we do?" I'm like, "Whoa, dude, you're the one that pushed this shit." Like I can't tell how fucking drunk you are or how many pills you took or what you took throughout the fucking night. And like, you know,
sounds like a dangerous world, taking a lot of drugs and then having sex with people, Michael.
You don't know what someone took in the bathroom. You don't know what the fuck someone did.
Well, what's that got to do with having sex with people?
Because sometimes these people take shit that fucking they black out. You don't realize they black out, and then they wake up and they're like, what happened? And then suddenly it's like a fucking hashtag Me Too, and it's like, no, that wasn't, man. You fucking lost your shit.
Yeah, no, that's why
and no one knows.
We said yesterday, we're just talking, and we all know that we're talking out of our ass about every single one of these people. We don't know any of them personally. That the rule of thumb that I've adopted is if 20 people say the same thing and the story all matches up, then I go, okay, yeah, there's probably something to that. If it's one person, then I don't know. Who the fuck are you? That's pretty much where I feel about internet accusations at this point.
I'm right there with you.
Right. I think that's fair.
But
it doesn't mean the one person's a liar. We just don't know.
Go ahead, Chris. Welcome to the show. So should we stop talking about it? Yes, so you covered that part. But what about all the people that have accused? What about all the people that have accused him? That guy in particular.
What about the fact that he said it's all true and has apologized for it?
Yeah. What about that? What about that one? Ah.
Hey guys, it was fun having that lively debate with you.
Yeah. No, it's a great. Let's not do that ever again. Thank you.
Bye
Hey,
guys.
Jude. Check out the Jude show. Check out his books. A lot of books. Hyenas and hummingbirds
And what have you.
Yep. Man, yeah, he's too cool. Yeah, he's huge.
Hot Dog, you've been noticeably quiet on this stuff. Almost too quiet.
Yes, I have.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like talking about lame shit.
That's real.
That's fair.
I respect that.
What do you like talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Well, you can't do
Sports.
that. That's the other thing.
Sports. I was getting into
okay,
it.
Okay. Sports. You know we're obviously not going to discuss that in
Yeah.
detail here, but that's fair. I like talking sports too. There's one word I'm listening for that I hope I don't hear. Go ahead.
Oh shit. What do I like talking about? Video games. I like video games. Sports video games in particular.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we just turn to talk about sports video games for the rest of our career, do we blow up and get really big like YouTube stars, or is that?
On Barstool.
Yeah, will we make it on that channel?
Be on Twitch.
I'm on Twitch. Just don't care.
So video games and sports.
No, I mean I don't
What is-
really
what
do
is other
much.
cool stuff to
What do you
talk
want?
about?
I don't know. I don't like talking. Like I don't. What? If
Well,
there's
but
not...
you see the situation.
No, yeah, I got you.
at
here.
this
I
exact
got you here.
moment.
I didn't know it was gonna be all about me today. Just anything, man. Just what's up with you? How's life? How's everything going with everyone? I don't know.
Is this your signature segment? How's it going?
I don't know. I'm on the spot. I feel like I'm not doing so well, but yeah.
What is this, Betsy, that you put on the table?
Some
Just 3 coffees? Oh. I ordered 3 coffees? Is that what they gave you? You can
Yeah.
talk, Betsy.
You blacked
Yeah,
out. You're
I
saying all
guess
kinds
so.
of crazy things.
God damn it. Did I do the triple coffee blackout again?
I don't know. That's just what Jenny brought through the door.
Who wants, what are they? It's got cool names on it, too.
Got a Cubano there.
What's a Cubano?
It's Cuban coffee.
Cappuccino? No,
Coffee?
does that say caramel?
caffeine.
What does that say? Cool, right?
You also had 2 more Pellegrinos. I just put those on the fridge.
Yeah, those are great, but what? You want a Cabano? Hot dog?
No.
Why not?
I don't drink coffee.
Wait, do you get itchy when you have caffeine?
No, I just think it's gross and I don't need it because I was up at like 2:30 and I'm still good to go. What's up?
I don't like it. Did you just say what's up? Are you fucking threatening me? Did you put a what's up on the end? Because I'll fucking head. Don't put. I'll State Beach local, motherfucker. Think I don't catch that shit? Sup on the end of your sentence? Oh, fuck, we'll go. I got friends.
I'll try a Cubano. Let's see what this is all
Yeah,
about.
there you go, Michael. Indulge yourself in my
Yeah.
extravagant cafe. Well, this one just says, yeah, Jeff or C. Ellis. I don't think I'm going to have that.
The Ellis one, that would be fun.
A boner coffee?
Yeah.
Dude, a porn star guy gave me herbal liquid boner drops. 2 drops.
Do you put it on your penis?
Yes. In the
No,
you
don't.
put it. No, you put the
No.
you know, the eyedropper. Yeah, you put the eyedropper in the meatus. Thank you, Will. I believe it's called the meatus.
The meatus.
Yes, Will. That's true. It's the meatus.
It's
Yes.
the butthole. It's the butthole of the dick.
Thank you, Will. I get it. Yeah. Got it. All right, Will.
So you just jam that up in there and give it little
this-
spurts?
It's delightful, whatever this thing is.
And wherever it came from.
It's my favorite. I don't know what it is, where it came from, but it tastes great.
Your Cubano isn't that good?
Very, very sweet for me.
Oh, it's a sweet coffee?
Yeah, you want it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm clean. How about it? Yeah,
Try
I
that.
think you'll like that, actually.
Try the Ellis, Michael. I'm pretty sure that's got no caffeine in it.
All right.
It might be just like straight up
Straight
fucking.
up dick pill.
Yeah.
All
Straight
dick,
up,
baby.
Yeah, all night erections.
Oh, I think this is a little fluffy. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, that's a cappuccino.
Ah.
There it is.
Well,
I'll do that.
there you go. All right, live a little.
Okay.
A lot of cuffs, so you can tell the show is about to perk up. Wait, what? Man, I feel like Andrew and Hot Dog could do a show together because it's the first time Andrew's ever figured out how to use the internet correctly when somebody said something on the show. Hot Dog said video games of sports, and Andrew has got a smorgasbord of sport video games up on the screen, which is super handy for us to take over Bloodsport channel. What's it called? Sports
Barstool.
Barstool.
I like your name better.
Yeah.
That'd be a great
I
name.
can't read. I just see, you know what I mean? Like,
No, Bloodsport is way better.
I know, right? Let's get off this channel and start Bloodsport.
That is probably the best channel name you've come up with yet.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sports video games. I mean, where do you even begin? So much to discuss.
Today we're going to talk about NBA 2K19.
18's out.
Yeah, no, that's what we're talking about, 19. We're ahead of the curve here at the Video Game Sports Podcast.
Who will get the cover jinx?
It's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
My vote is for that guy.
Who, Lonzo?
Yep,
Lonzo.
Lonzo. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lonzo. That's what I was going to say. Where's that? Yep, Lonzo.
Right.
Oh, great.
The curse is going to be a really, really bad haircut.
Yeah, man, wow.
Oof.
What a douche.
It's really strange watching him play basketball, man, because it's just like they're all men and he's a boy. Like, it's just so strange that there's a guy who's making like $10 million a year who's still going through his awkward phase.
How old is he?
I think he's like 14.
No, he's not. Man, that is a really big head.
It's crazy, dude. It's
His hair
crazy.
is bigger now, too.
He's very talented, but he's the one with the dick dad.
You got a dad that made him like that?
In China,
Yeah.
yeah. His dad's the asshole who says he's better than his dad could beat Michael Jordan, and Lonzo's better than LeBron, and
Blah, blah.
yeah. It's the Conor McGregor thing, really.
God, I'm so sick of these.
I know, I'm sick of all of it.
I mean, at one point I was like, if you're a little insecure baby, you got to build your own confidence, you know what I mean? But then you turn into this monster where you just, every now and then you need a mirror, you know? It's like a little baby cub turns into a lion, and every now and then that lion needs to look in the mirror when he's roaring and realize that maybe from time to time he needs to shut the fuck up. Maybe go chill under a tree for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really are the king, do you need to yell about it all the time?
Exactly. But you know what I dig about the internet is, like, the dad is completely ubiquitous. I don't feel like as much as he was last year, but still, he's all over the place, and he's always saying stupid shit. And I'm aware that is going on, but, like, I never have to hear about it, because, like, I don't watch TV. I just click on the links that I give a shit about, on the internet. So it's not like it used to be. Like, I know the Kardashians are out there doing shit all the time, but it's really not on my radar.
Yeah, me neither.
You
I
know?
heard they signed a deal and they got more TV shows. I'm like, I don't know.
Doesn't matter to me, right? I know that his dad's saying shit all the time, but
I hear Real Housewives are still famous.
Yeah, like
I've never seen any of them.
If I don't click on the link, it's never gonna get to me.
Yeah,
I love
they're
that
not
about
on
the
Netflix.
internet. Right.
So they can suck my dick.
Even if they were, I just wouldn't click on it. I'd have to look at their picture.
They don't do commercials when I'm watching Fox
Right.
Sports 1, so I pretty much
Right.
ducked all those douches.
Yeah. No,
I
it's a
don't-
very like customizable.
Yeah,
world
yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah, you can be, I almost accept fame now. You can be famous to like a little pocket of people.
Yeah.
And then you're like still considered famous though.
Mhm.
Because Real Housewives, I'm sure there's tons of people out there that know the names of the housewives. I don't know anybody.
I know. I was at the Grove last week, and they do appearances when people put out books, and lots of celebrities just have fluffy books at the Barnes and Noble. And as I'm walking in, I see some lady, and I could just tell she's somebody because she looked like such a douche. And it's the first and only time I've ever seen Grove security flanking somebody walking out. So clearly she's somebody, and I know she just did an appearance at the bookstore. And I go inside, and there's like 500 kids that look like shitty versions of her.
Mhm.
And I know that whoever the fuck she is, whatever the fuck she does, she's fucking massive.
Yep.
And I have no idea who the fuck
Yeah.
she is, and I'll never know who the fuck
Yeah.
she is, and that's great.
Yeah, no, let them all live and have a great time. Look,
Enjoy
it's
it.
almost a fucking curse. You think it's so great that everyone gets to walk around and have like they get free makeup and they go to the Grove all the time And when you see them do selfies, they've got like a Mercedes Benz or something. So fucking what? Do you know what they do all day? It's hell to me. To be in a fucking 19-year-old pop star's brain, just, I don't like, let's all go here, let's listen to this bitch. Let me talk about fake shit that I don't believe in all fucking day. Let me make up a fake song that some weird fucking creep wrote for me. Let me bullshit and pretend I like this fucking kid in this photo. Let me go eat fake shit and take a photo with a picture of my fucking coffee. Fuck you. That shit sucks. That life sucks. You think that's the greatest thing ever, to be flown around the world, fucking everyone's cheering, like a bunch of 12-year-olds cheering for you? One day I'll give you. One day. And then the next day be like, oh, it's bullshit.
I'd rather watch the real crematicians of Orange County.
What you really need to do is like figure out how to like paddle on a surfboard, go surfing and catch waves over and over again until you figure out how to go in the green room. That's a fucking sensation worth having, and that's achievable. And that's like a thing that you can have for the rest of your life. No fucking teeny bopper bullshit. Man, America, get a brain.
Did you see that surfer who, what did he break, like his back or something? He was in a 50-foot wave.
Oh.
Yeah, it didn't work out that
Yeah,
great.
well, it's going to happen because they're all fucking riding them now. There's videos all the time of people just getting fucking riding boulders. Madmen.
Yeah, and this guy's already planning to get back out there.
Wait, he's walking?
I don't know.
Obviously, or is he going to be boogie boarding next time?
I just read about it a couple days after it happened, and he was like...
Taking his first steps. Wait, is he Australian?
I don't know what he is.
Oh, g'day, me bag, bro. So anyway, wait, is he on one of those cheap boards that has the, oh no, he's not, no.
Oh, buddy.
He's on a real board.
He's gonna die.
He's like, I'm not going to make that.
He's gonna die.
He knows he's not going to make that. He knows it. And he is gone.
Man, when the water crashes, it goes like at least 30 feet up in the air. Not the waves, the crash.
Yeah, the power, that's insane. Those people are insane, but that's their passion. They love it. And look, you don't have to die for it to be this guy, but you could be a normal fucking citizen. You could get into surfing, find surf. You could go to Austin and use the man-made wave, so you wouldn't even have to have all the weird backstory of where the reef ate you and you got drowned in the shark bit your leg. You just have time to practice until you eventually get in the green room, and that is, the world, nature made a wave. You're inside. It's like mother's hug. You've got to get it. I'm gonna do it. I just know that because I'm way more talented than most of you. That I don't need to do it right now. I'll figure out how to get in the green room when I'm like 60. Cause I want to make it a challenge.
That's when you're like barreled? Is that what you're getting at?
I'm getting barreled for sure. I'm getting in the green room and I'm feeling Mother Nature's hug.
What's the green room? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Barreled. When you get barreled, fucker.
Cool,
what the
cool.
fuck?
Gotcha. I was just wanting to make sure.
Green room, off the lipo, green room, and then I'm out.
Sounds tight.
Right?
It is tight. Hot tub. Will be.
We'll be back.
Hey, seriously, where do these coffees come from? They're not from downstairs, are they?
No, I ordered 2 coffees, and somehow I also ordered avocado on toast, but it looks like I just got a bunch of bonus shit here.
Yeah, cool.
Not sure what's going on here, but the fuck is that? Yeah, they've added, and just kept adding. So when's the game, hot dog?
Like 7:30. It's late.
Are you going to the hockey tonight?
Yeah.
Who are they playing?
Vancouver.
Canucks.
Yep. Should win.
Are the Nordiques still a team?
No.
That sucks.
I think they're gonna make a team in like Quebec or like Seattle. I think. I'm going to Vegas this weekend to go see them too. At the new.
How much is the ticket to the hockey game?
Depends on where you want to sit, what day it is, but you can get good seats for like $40 probably, 40, 60 bucks. I think the ones I'm sitting in like the lower bowl tonight, and because it's the Canucks, like it's just not a team that has a big draw, and it's Tuesday, so you can sit down low for cheap. But I just go on like StubHub. That's the one that resells tickets.
You ever SeatGeek?
Yeah, I do some. I I look back and forth usually just to see, but I tend to find better deals with StubHub. I feel
No
like.
shit.
But SeatGeek is nice because it like
Yeah.
calculates it for you or whatever. You can like
Yeah.
do all that crap with it.
I like that they have the real price.
Sometimes like for Clippers games, you can buy them on there for like super cheap, like right before the game.
Yeah.
Because if they're not selling and someone wants to get rid of them.
Mhm.
I know I've gotten like really good $30 tickets. It was like OKC when Kevin Durant still played.
Mhm.
And that was fun. We were like in the Uber on the way. And StubHub actually for Staples Center, they have a like a kiosk. So if you don't print your ticket, you can just give them your ID and they print it for you.
Mhm.
So super convenient.
Mhm. Yeah, we made it to a couple Clipper games last year. It's funny because I really don't. I don't hate the Clippers.
No.
I just like. They're just like a mild turnoff for me. Like I don't even hate them enough for them to be interesting.
Yeah, that's why like the only reason I went to that game was because
Mhm.
Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, and then I was gonna
Oh, yeah.
go last night for 76ers because Ben
Mhm.
Simmons and Embiid. But
Yeah, no, that's what we do too. We went and saw Russ when he came to town last year.
I want to see that team now, actually.
Mhm. Mhm. We went and saw the Rockets when they came to town. Yeah, I just totally do it based on. I might go see the Nets just because the tickets are like free.
Yeah, that's what you can because there's so many Kings games. Well, same with basketball. There's teams that nobody gives a shit about, so you can find cheap
Yeah, I
tickets.
guess the
Unless like
question
Lakers
is,
are still probably insane, even
what
though they
days
suck.
you want it to run in the hours before your show, how often, all that sort of stuff.
Well, I mean, how long are we not going to have a channel on XM for on the weekend?
I thought I saw
Don told me 2 weeks.
So, college football basically
Ends in
wraps up
November, I
in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it is
therefore,
November.
bandwidth shouldn't be an issue until the spring, depending on how they allocate baseball play-by-play on Sunday.
Do you do chunky
Saturday
peanut
and
butter?
Sunday.
No.
For the time being, what is
Do you hate
supposed to
chunky
happen
peanut
is
butter?
that because the chips for Sirius and XM radios are different,
Like I
on
don't like
XM,
hate peanuts.
it's taken off.
So
I just usually find that people who like don't do chunky like hate it. I don't know
Still
why.
airs
I
on
can't-
Sirius,
I
still
fucking
airs
love
on
chunky. I can do either, but I
on your
prefer to
computer
like chunky.
at that time.
I am.
Um,
I know this is impossible,
and it's
but I
hasn't taken
I
place
think there is
evenly
an actual
on
possibility I've never had
Saturday.
a chunky
Well, look, it's
peanut butter and jelly sandwich in my entire life.
So,
Only, yeah, I mean, it
I don't
beats some of the other
hate it, but
programming that's on the Saturday
I really
evenings
do like
off
the
the air
smooth
as well.
consistency.
Yeah.
But those are shows that we don't
I
have
liked
a
it with the
association with.
Fluffernutters.
Um,
Chunky peanut butter.
The thing is,
and
I don't like peanut butter and jelly.
Run on Sunday.
It's really not
Twice days
like a
once.
huge favorite of mine.
Yeah.
I just
So it's just a question of
I get the healthy peanut butter and I get the no sugar added jelly and I just fucking come here and shove food in my mouth
Yeah.
anyway, so why do I need to eat?
I hear you.
It's just, it doesn't go bad. If I buy like turkey or whatever, like by the third day it's a little dicey. Like
Yeah, I do that all so much. I buy food and then I just forget about it, and then because it's me and I have roommates too, so I'm like, is that
Yeah.
theirs? Or and I'll open it like, no, that was mine.
Yeah,
It's dead.
so it's just it's there and it's the way that I'm doing it. It's pretty healthy. I mean, bread's not healthy, but whatever. I'll gotta live my life.
Yeah.
Bread's the one thing I'm not willing to bend on. Yeah, so I eat it constantly despite not actually really liking it. I used to eat like crazy sandwiches all the time when I was a waiter, and then when I got my job writing for Carson Daly, I just didn't account for the fact that you expend a lot of energy waiting tables.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I kept eating those sandwiches sitting at a desk, and I just got so fat for the first time in my entire life. So,
Yes.
not a joke.
all in the same studio?
All like us all in the studio.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your sports video game of choice that you're playing right now?
Playing 2K.
NBA?
Yeah, get my career up.
No FIFA?
I haven't played FIFA in a minute. I just play NHL 2 or the show this month.
Baseball?
Yeah. I play shooters. I'll hang out this weekend. looked like it blew up wrong.
Well, we're doing that over and over and over again.
And nobody.
And there was traffic cops standing right there. Who cares?
I should have jaywalked to draw attention to the
No, I know.
situation.
Not even the litter police who screamed at me and made me work all day. Set me up for that talk.
Are we in at the very start?
No library, right?
No library.
How long do we have? Like no time at all.
2 seconds. I might need a sandwich.
Hi, it's Larry King. You're listening to Jason Ellis. Your head says what, North Carolina?
Butt snorkeling, mate.
What does that mean?
It means I get down in the butt and I go diving. You know what I'm saying?
You're not Jewish.
No, I'm not.
No, I can tell.
But I tell you what, the ladies enjoy it.
Why is it that I'm not Jewish if I eat ass? Do Jewish people not eat ass?
It's not kosher.
Is it really not kosher? Because are you fucking with me?
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay. Because ass is kosher, right?
Well, the human body is not food, so the kosher laws wouldn't apply to it.
I mean, you're not technically eating it.
Not the way I eat ass, you know what I'm saying? Sorry.
I eat dirty ass, and shit is
Yeah,
definitely not kosher.
No, that's right.
Well, I don't know that, Larry King is qualified to speak sexually for all Jews, maybe only Jews of the, 80 and older demographic.
It's weird to not eating that. They eat ass, right?
It kind of doesn't mean anything. Yeah, for sure I could find you a Jewish dude that eats ass. And lady. No doubt
why
about
why is it not Jewish?
I just think people like over 50 don't eat ass. And I know one person who call in and be like, I'm not even eating ass my time. By the way,
please call.
Please
Yeah.
call 855-LS41.
Yeah, you get the VIP line for sure.
I think it's a generational thing. I think he was kind of making a joke that Jews would be maybe a little bit more conservative than the average heathen.
Wait, you're not conservative if you lick butt in the privacy of your own house?
Yeah, a more sexually conservative person probably would refrain from eating butt.
Man, that's their loss. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I mean,
I think conservatives lose, social conservatives lose on many fronts.
Is Will in this game?
Yeah, he's coming in right now.
Boom!
Will the Thrill.
That's what they call me.
The Thriller in Will-nilla.
They've never said that.
Yeah. Well, you fucking, you win some, you fucking suck most of the time. What can you say? Anyway.
You having a little trouble with those glasses there?
Yeah. Quite a complicated procedure.
Putting those away. All right, so what are we doing exactly?
Jason had the idea that we should be working on our improv skills to increase the comedy on the radio show.
Yes.
And what better than with
we're all
hot dog?
here.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I arranged a meeting.
Yeah.
Guys,
I remember that.
improv-wise, we're not good enough, and I am now your improv coach.
Yeah, this show is far too tightly scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you also you did make mention of something about you saw a report statistically this would exponentially increase the comedy if we were more.
Right, it's technical, but yes, statistically speaking, it's a good idea that we do improv right now.
You mentioned like the bell curve analytics and that sort of thing.
I always mention bell curves.
Yep.
Real stats guy, huh?
I wake up in the middle of the night sweating about bell curves. And such. Like I said, don't want to get into it. It's technical, but we must improv.
All right, so improv. What is that?
I'm glad you asked, Michael. It's a creative kind of a thing where somebody will say something. I think it'd be better if the call is called and said something, and whoever has a scenario or a sentence, we will just go in a circle, continuing the conversation. Because I'm told.
Is that an old person calling in to say they eat ass?
Is Betsy answering?
So we need like a premise from the callers. Isn't that what happens at
Here
like
he goes.
ground
I'm
links?
looking for a location.
Right.
Tell me who, what, where, when, and why. Give me motivation. And
I
then
don't
you
think they
just-
give you the who, what, where, why, and how, because then you wouldn't really have anything left to improvise.
Yeah. Yeah, which is this game is mainly directed at you, just so you know.
What is my character's name, and then tell me everything about them.
To me,
Improv.
to me, as far as I'm concerned, we're on a vacation, we're driving, and you are the check, the border
I will
check.
not be a speed bump.
You're a border check where it's like we gotta stop here and show our passports. We're probably not gonna make it through.
Isn't he more like a GPS unit?
Good.
It doesn't
improv.
work. Are your pants tighter, Will? Did you get tighter pants?
You noticed my bulge?
Does Improv make you chub up?
I mean, his legs are crossed, so I can't see his crotch region. But I noticed.
Oh, let me just.
You just got the basic instinct.
There it is. I got Sharon stoned.
Yeah, we've got Sharon.
Yeah, those are great, Will. Good for you. See, you're keeping up with
I hear
everybody.
that the tight jeans.
But they're not too tight. It's not like I'm trying to make a big statement. I'm just aware of what's going on in the world. That's all I'm saying.
I felt uncomfortable. I'm going to leave now.
Anyway, 855-Alice-41. I can see Betsy's been having a really long conversation with the 90-year-old.
I get down on all fours. No, hold on, let me explain. Work a real big water spit in my mouth. Real.
I'll just do one practice one and see how it goes. Kenzo, welcome to the show. What's a scenario? Just give us a sentence, whatever you think you want us to do.
Okay. Okay, let's go with that.
I know, right? Man, my 6-year-old balls don't look like they used to look. Let me tell you.
Yeah, maybe I better bust out my iron and fucking take care of these wrinkles in here.
I'm gonna jump in real quick. That was great, but there's got to be a rhythm here, or it's not going to work out. And I felt like there was a pause there. So just so everyone's aware, for now, the circle should just go clockwise, right?
Which way's clock?
Yeah. So, it's you, Kevin.
Hot dog, Will, Andrew.
Everybody's got to do a line.
We're just talking about your balls.
Just keep the story
No,
going.
oh man, what? No, you just got to keep the story going.
That's just where we start.
It's
where
pretend
where
time.
we end, nobody knows.
You're improving, hot dog.
It's gonna be so good.
Oh yeah, don't be making fun, Andrew. Don't get cocky at all, considering you haven't said anything yet.
So far, I'm yep, good.
Oh.
He's fucked. Man, you can't write that guy, right? Like you should be. You should move to New York.
I was gonna say pointless,
Yeah,
but that didn't work.
you had
It
a lot
didn't
of-
make sense. I was like, so far I'm pointless.
Can
I
we
haven't
sign
done
you
any-
up for
No,
improv classes
stop
at
talking.
UCB?
He's trying to loosen up. He's trying to get it all out. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm good. I had a couple coffees. I'm good. Let's start this game. Woo! Radio gold. I don't like dead air. So hit the button, caller. Give me a premise. I'll keep going. Ludacris is coming on the show tomorrow. So is Jack Osborne. Are we off the air? There's some good college basketball games on tonight. Hot dog? You there?
Okay, you ran out of gas.
Any sports video games you'd like to discuss?
Are you gonna try and pull college football into my 6-year-old sack? Because I'm not gonna be cool with that.
Speaking of sack, did you see that sack last night?
Yeah, everyone's trying to warm up. They're tempted to. Everyone's excited about the game. I can see the phones are not lighting up. Nobody gives a fuck that we're on the air anymore. This is great. Let's keep it going, though.
Come on, improv fans, give us a call.
I thought Andrew did such a good job of pumping it up.
Radio.
Chris.
Loves it.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching some basketball tonight. Forgot about the radio.
Gold.
Mm. Go ahead, Chris.
Shoot, that's a sweet idea.
Good so far.
All right.
Peanut butter.
Shut up, Will.
So it's not peanut butter jelly time?
It is not. Peanut butter.
Jason Ellis Show, you're live. Go for it.
Alright, so I'm thinking Christmas party, you have Cumtard and Andrew by the ping-pong bowl, and Andrew's trying to convince Cumtard to have a threesome with Cumtard, his girlfriend, and Andrew.
Okay, wait. So now, we're going around in a circle.
It's the company Christmas party.
Right.
Okay, and
The
we're.
story is that Andrew wants to have a threesome with his girlfriend and Kevin.
Hey man, this Christmas party is fucking happening, man. I didn't think I'd have that much fun.
Me neither. And boy, this eggnog is delicious and it looks kind of cummy.
I heard Andrew's trying to Eiffel Tower you and your girl.
I heard it was a pterodactyl, but I don't know.
Andrew does wear rubbers, so it's going to be all right.
I know.
Wait a minute, you're a third.
Well, I don't know. Am I me?
You're a third. What do you mean?
I was going to throw myself into the scenario. But are you Kevin? So you're just observing me and Kevin talk about a threesome.
Why are you so stupid? What about us at the Christmas party?
All right, fair enough. I messed up. Give me an L.
I thought hot dog got it the least, but Andrew has no idea what's happening right now. Yeah, good luck, Andrew. The fuck?
Let's try again.
Oh man.
That Andrew was one fine piece of ass.
He wears condoms.
No, speaking as a condom, Nolan.
Yeah.
God help us. Yeah.
I walk into my grandma's room, and she's naked.
Okay. Holy shit! I did not expect that. Grandma, you look kind of weird naked.
Oh yeah, well you should see my butthole. Why is there so many people in here? What the fuck is this?
I really like that muff, Grandma.
Hey, is that thing gasoline powered or electric?
Looks like you should get some baby powder on that wet muff of yours.
Wow, when I came in here to jerk off, I had no idea it would be to you.
I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm going to go first. I'm bending Grandma over and I'm going to start panning her out.
I got some bad news for you, Sonny. You are not my first.
I wanted
Hot dog's out.
No!
It's too funny.
What about if we all had electric dog collars on and whoever fucks up gets zapped?
Do we have that many?
No, we don't. But that would have been a good idea, right?
Just put them on the hot dog.
Hey, I'm just improving. Just put it on hot dog. Every time we get something wrong, hot dog gets zapped.
Yeah.
Okay, Will, you start because that's where you were, okay?
All right.
Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, you guys are in a survival situation, haven't had food, and you have to decide which one of you guys should eat first.
Hey, Andrew, I'm really hungry, and I'm just looking over there, and Jason's ass looks like it needs eating.
Jason's ass might need eating, but hot dog's got some fat tits that I could really delve into.
Jason, these guys seem to think that they can eat you, which is obviously incredibly stupid. How about you and I team up and eat all the other guys?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I would want to do is you say to Andrew, hey, buddy, can I talk to you for a second? And then I'll hit him over the head with a brick.
I really feel like we don't need to resort to cannibalism just yet. Maybe we could make a giant circle and all suck each other's dicks for food.
I'm willing to sacrifice a cheek if you guys will just not kill me.
I am not for Kevin's idea, but you know what? I'll have some hot dog ass. Why not?
Are we cutting the ass off you live, or are we first killing you and then shaving the ass?
Why don't you guys get started with the circle?
He has to be out, right?
Throw me out.
I mean, he just said.
I mean, it has a full circle. You have so much time to still be in the conversation.
Hot dog threw me off with saying his ass was available.
But then you have... But then you had Will saying something. Is that your plan? To pick hot dog every time?
I need the person before the.
You're not in the conversation. That was what you did wrong. It was like
you kill him or shave his ass.
It was like maybe he wrote down a line to say. It'd be full. Like,
oh yeah, I disregarded Will completely.
That's not how you improv.
I'm learning.
Not well.
Go ahead, Tyler. Welcome to the show.
Okay, you walk into your house, your grandpa's naked.
Oh my god.
Grandpa's naked with Kevin Spacey.
All these naked
We're so relevant.
Okay. Is there any room in my house where one of my grandparents is not fucking a movie star?
Oh my god! I can't believe it's Kevin Spacey! Man, Grandpa, you're gay, but kind of a stud.
This is also strange because my grandpa seems a little bit old for you, Kevin Spacey.
But Grandpa has a really nice hog.
Hey, I thought you said there was gonna be a party over here, Tully.
Kevin, you at least could spit on your hand if you're gonna jerk my grandpa off.
As Kevin Spacey, don't fucking tell me how to fuck your grandfather.
Hey, I'm not 14, but I'll still take a shot if you're into it.
Boy, Kevin Spacey's got a weird-looking anus.
Your 14-year-old comment, fuck me. That really threw me.
Yeah, I almost beat myself. I was like, what are you doing? But I feel like Andrew threw me because he grabbed a notepad, and I'm like, are you writing down your next comment?
Oh, there's no notes there.
You're a machine. You can't help yourself. How can you write notes when we don't know what
There's
the next...
no notes regarding the improv.
Why are you writing stuff?
I wasn't writing anything.
You had a pen and paper!
Oh, I wasn't writing anything.
Really, Theo Von?
Just give me a detailed script and I am ready to improv. Let's do this.
Jim, welcome to the show.
The fifth time was that joke was funny.
Somebody farted in the green room, but will not take ownership of it.
I mean, come on, dude.
I'll start this one. It was
Dude.
Andrew.
Yeah, I
It
know.
was Kevin.
No, Andrew's straight back into being Andrew again. Go ahead, Will.
Hey, gentlemen, how about this? It's the 1950s. You're all at the soda shop, and Hot Dog needs some advice because him and his best gal are about to go all the way for the first time.
Okay.
I missed what he said.
Look here,
Well,
she.
it's the 1950s.
Yeah.
We're at a soda shop.
A
And hot
soda
dog-
shop. Okay, that was the part I couldn't understand.
Look here, see, kid. What you need to do is you need to take it step by step. See, you don't want to go too fast, or you're gonna ruin the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? See?
Yeah, Shay, you don't want to seem too eager. Maybe you should have one of those vanilla creams first and think about things.
Gee willikers, what'll I get her? A chocolate cream?
No, man, and don't listen to those guys from the 40s. They don't know what they're talking about. You gotta get a hip, you gotta get a leather jacket, and your hair slicked back.
I think most importantly, Hot Dog, is you gotta have taken a shower recently. You smell like ass.
Actually, most importantly is we make sure black people can never, ever vote.
Look here, Steve. You're not gonna be telling me that, see? Black people is cool, but what you really need to do, see, is when you've taken your time with this lady, then you need to pull her pants down. You need to surprise her by punching her in the back of the neck, see? Then when she bends over, you put your dick in her ass.
Yeah, see, well, yeah, you see, I disagree on that one, you see. What I need from you is a little bit more information. When was the last time you rubbed your Peter? Because you don't want to explode on the first pump.
I rubbed my Peter this morning, and then 2 minutes before I came to the soda shop, and then in the bathroom once.
Can we get some shakes or something?
Hot Dog, when was the last time you got, fuck me? God damn it.
What the fuck?
God, I want to know where that was going.
Yeah, now think it through. Out of curiosity.
Oh,
You got all the time in the world now.
this is really going back to hygiene.
He was gonna shower again.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what's written on your pad?
Yes.
Greg, welcome to the show. Oh, come on, Greg. Where's your phone at?
Yeah. You got 3G in one bar.
Jay,
Gentlemen, what's cracking?
what you got?
It's 7:59. The half price shake starts at 8 p.m.
Oh God, it's this guy.
It's what?
All right.
Yeah, I didn't-
What'd he say?
Half price shakes?
It's the Sonic guy?
Yeah, exactly. 1 minute to murdering time.
I can't wait to murder people. That's my favorite time of the day, murder time.
Oh boy, discount shakes. I'm ready to go up a cup size.
I hope this shake comes with a nice stool sample in it.
Why would you hope that? Why do you think he hopes for a stool sample?
I mean, have you gone and seen what's in these shakes? It's not shit.
No, it's shakes. It's fat people shakes. Fat people getting fatter so we can murder them.
Yeah, my favorite thing to do is give a fat person 5 shakes, so then they're extra fat and slow, and then I say, hey, I'm going to murder you, and they're like, no, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, why don't you run? And then they're all slow, going, please don't, and I'm like, well, too bad, and then I just slowly chase them because I'm not fat, and then they get real tired, then I stab their fat, and then they get a little bit slower, and I keep chasing them until they die of fatness.
Yeah, see, well, my secret is I get here right when the clock changes, because last time I was a little late and the man strangled me to death.
My favorite is just the shit shakes. I take a cup, I shit in it, and I pour some sprinkles on it. It's delicious.
Hey, those two guys in that car over there, that bald guy and that nerd, look like they're worth murdering.
I came here just because of the Sonic commercials. Those guys are funny.
No, those guys.
I think we know who we need to murder now.
Those guys enjoy a good shit shake.
Oh, man.
Improv's harder than it looks.
I know, right? Go ahead. See, but it's good practice because I feel like I suck. I got to figure out how to do this.
Give it
John.
18 more minutes, we'll be pros.
John.
Also, we're staying in one place with it. I
Yeah,
think
we'll
be able
move.
to
Yeah,
expand.
yeah, good idea, Will. Go ahead, John. Okay, a second.
Andrea and Kelly need to make an appearance again.
Can we get them in here?
Andrea, Kelly!
And maybe Helen will join us?
I think it'd be more like, I feel like you guys have to be over here and it'd be more of a Rachel and,
Bonnie?
Wait, who's Bonnie? I don't know, Bonnie.
Wasn't it Rachel and Bonnie?
No, it's never been Bonnie, dude. It's Rachel and Sarah. Sarah died.
Yes.
So now there's Rachel and... What are you writing? Get off the pad!
He's just doodling.
I don't trust your pad work.
He's drawing the Parthenon.
Bad pad work.
So it's basically you guys hitting on them two. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a porno?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, quiet on the set! Quiet on the set, and lights,
The only...
and action!
You're over there. It's just us two. I thought it was just going to be me and Tully because we're over here.
Oh.
You're fucking it all up.
We're doing improv.
Okay, cut! Okay, let's try that
Improv is
again.
everything.
Then ready on the set, quiet, lights, camera, and action!
Oh. God damn it. Do it again.
And cut! Take 3!
Wait.
Ready on the set, roll camera, sound, lights, camera, action!
Oh my God! You guys, just 1 second. I think that my thing that blocks my period is starting to leak.
Boy, M. Night Shyamalan's first porno movie sure has a lot of interesting twists in it.
Whose dick do I need to suck to get some herpes?
Well, my dick's not hard enough for you to suck right now. I'm going to need a fluffer.
Cut! Come on, man! We've been trying to fluff you for days and you can't get it up!
Face it, you're impotent, you piece of shit.
Then I need a drug. Somebody give me some sexual drugs.
Sexual drugs?
Yeah, to get my dick hard.
You mean some ecstasy?
Or like Viagra or Cialis. I'll take any drug that'll get my dick hard.
The problem is, what you call a dick is actually an incredibly ugly vagina.
Hey, can we get casting on the phone? This guy does not have the personality to be in a porn.
Yeah, maybe this porn is a little bit straight for this gentleman.
You guys, I think I need to do a poop.
That is not helping my heart.
Use that. Go with it. Oh, that's so
Oh.
hot.
We're not even rolling!
I think she has a cold, you guys. I don't really want to get an infection from her. And I still need a poop.
Alright, we'll go with that then. Let's roll action!
Director, what's my motivation in this scene?
You're pretty fucking horny and you like the fucking chick who just pooped. I think that we should just have lesbian sex because this impotent fucker over here is starting to make me mad.
I'm getting my dick hard. Just wait.
Stop looking at the camera.
Oh, he's getting so not hard. Oh, yeah.
I swear it's hard.
Oh, look at how little it's getting. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm gonna pop. Look, he's got no cock. It's an ugly veg. Oh my God, it looks so flaccid. Are you gonna urinate out of it anytime soon?
I have a penis, not a vagina.
Then why are you menstruating? Oh, that's so hot. Oh, look at his bleeding little man pussy. Oh, I'm gonna poop too.
Oh, cue the micro lead.
Oh man. I mean, just the camera on Andrew's face.
Hot dog wins that one for
Yeah.
staying out.
Yeah. I wanted to let the pros show me how it's done.
Go ahead, Greg. Man, who would have thought that was gonna happen? Hot dog number one, huh?
And the bit that took him there was titty fucking his own ass cheeks.
And shit mountain. I shit all over you guys and climbed my own shit mountain.
It's a good thing that you're not censored.
Because the FCC would have an issue with you playing in shit all day.
And not to mention all the white supremacy.
Yeah, don't even get me started on all the white supremacy guys that are trying to sell burgers that have actual feces in it. That shit's crazy, right?
I just hope that story about you jacking off in front of your interns doesn't throw a wrench in the works there, hot dog.
I never jacked off in front of them. I maybe jacked off behind them.
Hey, it's 2027. We got all past that a decade ago.
When he would come on the intern's back, though, he'd wipe it up really quickly so they didn't notice.
He always asked their permission before he masturbated in their faces.
I always thought when he came on someone's back that he would wait till it dried so that he could wax some of the hair off their back.
And he also tried to suck my dick in my flying car the other day.
I do like waxing with cum, and I like sucking dick.
Hey, wait a minute. He never hit on me.
That's because you're unattractive.
Who knew life would be so good under our new North Korean overlords?
I love Korea, but the only reason no one's fucking you, Andrew, is because you can't get an erection.
And I'm also proud to be a part of the final 2 English-speaking shows in America.
Speaking of North Korea, have you seen Kim Jong's asshole? It is mighty fine.
Hey, don't talk about our leader that way.
You're going to get thrown in prison for talking like that.
Yeah, there's a reason why only 2 English speakers still have radio shows, and it's because every other single one called attention to his beautiful anus.
Look, I love anus as much as the next guy, but when it comes to beauty... Oh man, I don't want to be in here. Oh, now everybody calls. I see how it goes.
Oh my God.
Okay. Go ahead, Andrew. Welcome to the show. Okay, so who's Russell Crowe?
I guess all of us.
Okay. Oh, Russell, mate, I got some bad news for you. All good.
What is it, Bandy?
Wait a minute. You got to go in a circle, mate. It's not working
We
out.
gotta start somewhere.
Right, I'll start again. Oh, babe, how's it going?
Well, my dick's pretty hard because I just assaulted a concierge with a phone. And I don't know where I'm from.
I was going to say, you kind of changed your accent, mate. Whoa. Excuse me. Start again. No, this one has to happen because of how hard it is. Okay. Oh, Russell, it's good to see you, mate. How are ya?
Oh, mate, I guess I'm a bit randy here with me boner.
Come on, hot dog.
Oh, I thought we were gonna.
Fucking circle. Do you know what a circle is?
What is Russell just gonna
Let's
continue to talk to a
start again. What the
God?
You're in a room full of Russells.
Oh, Russell, mate. How are ya?
I'm doing a bit fine myself. It looks like you've got yourself a bit of a muffin top going on over there.
Yeah, Bendy, I'm doing fine, but I'd be a lot finer if you come suck this cock.
Wait. You can't repeat what the other guys.
I'm also fine. I believe I mentioned
Wait.
Very fine.
I figured out how this is gonna work. I got how it's gonna work. It has to, every time it has to go it has to go back and forth. So everybody has to be around the Bindi mic.
Okay.
And if it gets to you on then you're on the Bindi mic. Or you're Russell Crowe.
Okay, got it.
Got it, everybody?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, man.
This is going to be very hard to do.
Your mic or Bindi mic, depending on who you are.
Converging on this thing like the Haitians.
Yeah, this is getting a bit rapey.
Okay.
All right.
Relax. I know what I'm doing here. It's going to work out just fine.
All right.
So, Hot Dog, you're going to jump in as Bindi.
No, wait.
Wait,
what?
don't say that.
What?
That depends on what I start with.
Yeah.
Oh! Russell Crowe! Been a long time, mate!
It is. I see you over there enjoying yourself a nice pickle and banana sundae. That's a weird eating right there.
Yeah, I've been putting this pickle and banana both in my asshole all day.
You sound like a talking mouse.
Oh, that's 'cause I'm preggers, you dumb prick!
There's no reason for you to insult the father of your children.
Look, I'm a little bit nervous about it. I also, for some reason, are the only fucking dumb bitch that can talk into a microphone. But I'm a little bit nervous because I'm not sure if you're going to love me anymore if I have your baby.
Well, I'm taking issue with all of that because 100% of the time it was all done in your arsehole.
Russell, I'm telling you, you can get pregnant from the ass. It leaks down and gets inside, and the eggs swim and swim. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, Bindi. And also, I never loved you.
You said you loved me every single time you put it in my butt, and that was daily.
I've never actually cared for you, but I promise to love and cherish our butt baby.
Well, if you really have to know, it might not be yours because you know that one koala that I raised from birth after its mother rejected him?
I think we're gonna have to wait until this turd baby is born to see if the piece of shit looks like an asshole like me.
He may be half koala, but I will always love him, and you should too.
I'm thinking of names. How about Dietary?
More importantly than names is the fact that you probably have chlamydia because I fucked a koala.
But more important than the fact that I have chlamydia from a koala is the fact that you are going to have a half-human, half-koala hybrid baby.
Yeah, that's the bit that I thought I'd be more focused on too. But I talked to me mum about it, and she reckons we can make tons of money out of selling it by putting it in a cage and throwing fucking food at the dumb bitch.
So, just to be clear here, your ass is pregnant with me koala turd baby.
Exactly, and you're gonna love it, and I'm gonna love it, and we're gonna be in the zoo forever and make love in my ass every day.
Wait, so it's gonna look like a Snickers
Don't talk
bar
like a
with
girl.
eyes and fur?
Just talk.
Just imagine that you put my head on a koala and your fat little body on the bottom of a koala, and that's our butt baby.
And we're gonna move in with it in the zoo as opposed to bringing it to our human house.
Yeah. Me mum reckons it'd be best if you came back to Australia and lived in the zoo with me baby, which is half you and half a koala, and it'll do shows, and you can come out and go, look at it! Look at what I made! And then people will pay tickets to see it.
Well, this is all getting a bit confusing for me. You mind going into the kitchen and grabbing an egg beater and we just have ourselves an old-fashioned arse abortion?
Why do I always have...
Come on!
Why can't we keep it, Russell? I want to make love with you, but I want to have this butt baby.
Oh, why isn't there a telephone to throw around?
I want to get back to the chlamydia part. I've got open sores, and I think you need to check your genitals.
Chlamydia is the least of my concerns, sexually transmitted disease-wise, as I'm sure you will become aware of very shortly.
Yeah.
Not AIDS.
Yeah, but AIDS, koala AIDS, it's koala AIDS, and koala AIDS doesn't kill humans, and it doesn't kill half human, half koalas. So I'm alright, and the baby's alright, but I don't know about you trying to do a butt abortion in my own ass. That seems pretty frisky, even from you, Russell.
Oh, well, I've got enough responsibilities in my life. I don't need to add on to things with a piece of shit koala human fat baby hybrid.
Russell, Hollywood is over. You need to raise this koala shit baby. It is yours, and I will love it, and so should you.
Okay, then go get an egg beater, because I'm gonna make a cake.
What are you gonna flavor that cake with?
Shit from me. Like, I'll do my best work with shit.
I love shit cake. Sometimes I love to grab shit cake and smear it all over me fucking tits and shit. I also love to rub fried chicken into me nipples with shit on it.
So, just to be clear, we started out with a turd baby, a koala hybrid, and now you're gonna shit a cake into me mouth.
Not in your mouth. It's gonna be in your ass. I want to shit into your ass. Open gape shitting.
I hear some people are doing that. It's good for you.
I think you heard wrong.
Okay, Andrew's ass.
Holy fuck, improv is exhausting.
Alright, well, sadly, we're probably not going to do any better than that.
No, I know.
That is very sad, because that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to take this to the groundlings.
I'm sure my
professional in here to...
sure my manager's phone's blown up right now. Like, I had no idea Alice was capable of that. All these other things. There's a lot of ideas.
Are any of them good?
Does it matter?
Yeah. I mean, I'll give it a... Go ahead, Zach.
Well, I should do.
Don't we all?
Don't go first.
Don't we all?
I'm going first. I called it.
You want Tully and Will what? It makes no sense. Glad you got their name out there, though. That was gonna be something else. Mike, welcome to the show.
Hey, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do as well as the Bendy Sue Irwin thing, but Will just ate a hooker, and the rest of you guys have to come up with a story so he doesn't get the electric chair.
Okay.
Oh my God! I'm glad you guys are here because I just ate a hooker.
Why does this keep happening to you, Will?
Does it really matter what she used to do for a living? You fucking ate her.
I don't know anybody that has any pigs, but I like bacon.
I'm also dying to learn how you handled the bones.
You guys were forgetting. We need to create an alibi for Will so he doesn't go to jail for eating a chick.
Thank you, hot dog. And don't say chick. It was a hooker.
Okay.
So we're going to first go up to the mountains. I've got a shovel. That should get it started for hiding the rest of the body in her clothes.
Or we can just say that she tripped and fell into his mouth.
I'm kind of pissed that you think that she's just a whore and not a human being, Will. I mean, if you want me to get you out of this, I think you should at least admit that she was a human.
I'm also quite pissed off you didn't save any prostitute for me because I'm starving.
I believe he actually called her a hooker, not a whore, so maybe there's a difference.
Well, there is, but okay, I apologize. And Kevin, there's some left for you in the freezer if you want to warm it up.
Did you take your cash back that you gave her when you forced her to blow you?
What?
She's a hooker.
Wait.
Forced.
Answer the question!
Yeah, that was a little...
Wait!
Right when I feel like we're going to get warmed up, you go ahead and ruin the whole thing, Andrew. Wait.
Going off on my own tangent.
What about Tully is a preacher of the Church of Dale Earnhardt? That's a good one, Chuck. I like your angle.
Hey, Chuck.
I like it, Chuck. Let's go.
Get your motors revving and say your prayers to Diamond Dale.
Yeah! Praise the diamond! I can't wait to hit the rails!
You preaching son of a bitch! I got some news just came down the wire that might be useful to this partition. This motherfucker has broken the 7th commandment of the Church of Earnhardt, and that's thou shalt not turn right!
This old bitch Tully is a great-ass preacher. I love me some Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Hey, why are we all stupid Southern rednecks?
Am I speaking against the Lord to say I'm a Jimmy Johnson fan?
Blasphemer, heretic,
No cocaine for you, and you don't get to fuck your mom no more.
Oh, please, dear, must I be asking a question? Is it okay if a man from another country is being in your church?
All right, I am now officially distracted. That man is too dark for me. Get him!
Who the fuck let this man in here? He don't like no Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Hey, Dale Earnhardt knows no race or boundaries. As long as you talk like this, you'll be okay, sir.
All right, so you already answered my question about Jimmy Johnson. What are your feelings about open wheel racing?
I believe I asked you to leave, sir. The rule of Dale Earnhardt, Church of Dale Earnhardt has only one rule. Thou must be able to grow a sweet mustache. Can you, infidel?
I am be getting a perfect me mustache, but y'all be talking like y'all too.
You know what? I've changed my mind. This dark gentleman over here is A-okay. Oh, hey!
Yeah, that brown fella does have a nice mustache on.
Hey, you can't be racist either, so we gotta kick two of these pieces of shit out of here.
It's about time we take that pilgrimage to Daytona, isn't it?
I want you to die. Like you're getting away with so many bullshits. We gotta call you on that last one. So come on! You were not involved in the conversation every time. Stay with us.
Yeah, the conversation changes, and then you're like, well, back to my original point.
I say, if I may refer back to my statement 5 turns ago.
Go ahead, Christopher. Welcome to the show.
You're at a truck stop bathroom, and a dick pops out the glory hole. What you guys talking about?
That's where I put that.
Wait, you just realized you put your dick in a hole?
I just realized I left it there the last time I was there.
Wait, it's a fucking severed dick now?
Yes, yeah, apparently.
There's a dead dick in the bathroom, guys!
Well, shit. Some of the blood went in my mouth, so I hope this feller didn't have AIDS before he got decapitated.
I'm just trying to take this shit here, man. I don't know about my dick.
Hey, aren't you guys part of that race car church?
Because there's that severed dick in the hole, I'm going to drill another one for my dick.
That makes a lot of sense. In the meantime, I'm gonna suck this one because it's not gay if the dick is dead.
Oh, God damn it! I was going to be saying the same thing as the Angela was! But I guess I will just sit there and wait for another hole to be being made so that I may fly to another universe!
Well, as long as there's all of us here in this goddamn stall, we might as well drill 6 holes for all these peckers.
Anyone got any baby wipes? I got a real mess of shit all over me.
I'm gonna go. I'm done here. I'm leaving.
Yeah, we all are. Man, I left the 2 rednecks over here in the corner. They're not gonna leave that.
No.
They found us. They found themselves. One more, and then we'll be done. Are you in a cabin surrounded by velociraptors? You're competing to be a top lover of a sex robot. You're at a party doing coke and trying to start a business. Will is coming out of the closet. Tully is jealous. You're in prison, and the biggest bulldog is staring at Kevin. Rachel and Sarah speed dating the rest of the guys. You are all part of a production team filming a commercial where Andrew is starting in a Carl's Jr. commercial. Colonize Mars, and Betsy is the only female. You're at a border crossing smuggling humans disguised as sex dolls. I mean, obviously it's the Coke one, right?
Yeah. I'm glad we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, cocaine!
Wait a minute.
I'm just kidding.
Jake. Oh, well, Jake he knew what he did, so we're going to do it. Ready?
All right. Yep.
I'm not it.
Not it.
Not it.
All right, guys, hear me out on this. I have the best idea for a cocaine disposal system.
It's going to be with vacuums. You're going to suck up the coke, and then you're going to transport the vacuums.
Wait. What were we talking about? Vacuuming what?
Fuck, what am I supposed to do with this powder?
Oh my god. Does it? Oh my! I mean, what the fuck does
You're
that
at a Coke
mean?
party and you lead with, "What do I do with this powder?"
Yeah.
Right. I'm a character that's never done cocaine.
But you're not on a desert island by yourself. You're with us, man, at a party.
Right. So I'm asking you guys, what do I do with this powder?
I guess.
Alright, I can sit out. That's easily done.
Okay, hand me the straw and I'll put it up your butt. Again.
Man, why does Andrew always ask for cocaine to be shot up his ass?
I'm getting the impression that this man is a fucking narc.
I prefer it in the meatus, but yeah, he does sound like a narc.
I don't know. I think he's just got some kind of anal fetish kind of thing.
Look, I've taken off all my clothes. You can see I don't have a wire on. I am not a narc.
Hear me out, guys. We should definitely brutally murder Andrew.
I'm still here.
You know, I kind of had my suspicions about the whole anal thing. His mum's pretty into it.
And now that he's nude, I can see that he's not wearing a wire, but I also see he doesn't have a penis.
He doesn't have a penis. That's pretty sad. It's just a hole.
Yeah, this is reminding me of that Marilyn Manson album cover.
Just because I don't have a penis doesn't mean I'm not a man.
This is actually the final confirmation that you are a realistic skin-like substance-covered robot.
Do you come out of that hole, or is it just piss? Or, like, can you store things in there? Because you could smuggle some shit if you wanted to, maybe.
Also, if you just have one hole for all of your evacuations, piss, vomit, shit, cum, that sounds pretty convenient. Sign me up.
Why don't we just start putting the coke in Andrew's hole? That way we can go anywhere.
Yeah, and I'll Instagram it.
Where are you planning on going?
Oh, we're going places. Don't you worry about that. We're taking you down to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, when I spit a couple of grams up that fucking weird hole of yours, you're going to fucking Disneyland, baby. I wouldn't be too concerned.
Yeah, now spread your legs so I can tongue that shit.
I'm gonna tongue it too.
Gonna vomit.
I'm concerned at the 2 erections that Hot Dog and Kevin have after tonguing my ass.
I'm gonna tongue Hot Dog while he tongues Andrew.
I'm jerking off over the top of them. I don't know why Andrew's still talking so composed.
Ah, gross. We put all of our cocaine in this hole, and now we took a shit out of it.
I love me some shit. Let me get in there.
Now it's mixed with my vomit.
I'm about to come.
Which is also where you shit and pee, and at least we'll get our cocaine back.
Oh,
Here it comes. It's our cocaine.
Oh, that's so hot. I'm going to scoop up some of Will's vomit and some of the cocaine and the poo and punch myself in my own butthole and then see if I can't poo out some cocaine vomit for Kevin.
I think this cocaine disposal business has succeeded. We've now found a way to completely disguise cocaine.
And if you smoke the poop coke rocks, it's wonderful.
Right, we shouldn't be on the radio.
You guys are out of root beer.
Poop right. We might not be back. I don't know. This could be the
Great
end of
news,
it.
guys. We got hired by NPR.
Every day now, every morning, there is a fucking shit this big in the bathroom. Like, big fucking wet shit on the rug to the point now where it's happened so many times. Try to have the... Cause it's like, and we don't know who it is. One of the cats has taken a full-on giant shit that looks like bigger than a dog shit.
That's really big for a cat.
It's either in the... and sometimes it's in the shower or on the rug, to the point where now there's no rug because every morning it's the same spot.
Yeah.
And every time, only one cat will go near it, and when she goes near it, she's like, that's bad. We still don't know it's her. But it's like 10 times now?
Cats are weird, dude.
Right?
Cats are really, really weird.
Don't know why.
No.
Don't know who it is either, too. Like, she's like, I think it's the fat one. I'm like, you don't fucking know.
No.
Like,
no.
No one knows.
Cats are really weird.
Yeah.
They attack each other.
They fight each other, yeah.
It could be that because I have that problem going on.
Shit
where,
fight.
yeah, where no, one of my cats kept like sneak attacking one of the other cats by the litter box, and so she stopped going to the litter box. Like she was like, I'm not going. I'm getting scared every time I go down there. So she started going to my dining room. This is my house in Illinois. So I put, I don't know how many litter boxes you have, but they always say like you should have one for each cat plus one.
We've got two.
You're supposed to have another one. Have like, yeah, I had one for, and trying to find places where like, I don't know if yours are covered or not. I had to get like all uncovered litter boxes and make sure there's like angles where they can, multiple angles where they can escape.
Yeah, I think it might be a good idea to get one for the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what stopped the problem in my house. But yeah, it was my cat Russell. He's black too and hides like sort of like shadows and stuff. So he would just sneak attack everybody in the litter box. My cat Palmer. I've had him for
Yeah, I saw him
so
does that in like Griffin. Like,
once we did that, everything settled down. But
I would miss it. I think I'm gonna try and go to the OPC.
unfortunately, I didn't realize she was peeing and pooping in there, and then she'd already peed all over the wood floors, and it soaked in, so it was horrifying.
Tried to put her dog in the box and she slid. To this day, I don't know how you got that much. It was like so skinny and you're just like, I feel like you gotta, like when you're moving around, you gotta feel that with your head, you know what I mean?
And then use clay litter, like the granular stuff, like hate that stuff, especially in the bathroom. Sorry, I'm warming my bathroom. That newspaper litter works awesome, and it doesn't track nearly as much as the like that grainy clay stuff. So freaking hate cat litter. I hate it.
You like highly questionable, Will?
What?
I said you like highly questionable?
Highly questionable?
Yeah, it's a show.
Awesome.
Goodies are pretty sweet.
What is highly questionable?
It's my own stupid sports show. Are you watching? Or not watching then?
big deal.
Just over a minute.
So we're just rejoining with Will's news?
Yeah, and he's got a wolf knife name as well. Just take what I printed.
How long do I go for?
Did you see the Disaster Artist yet? Oh, you didn't make it to a screening, right? Is Paul Scheer definitely coming in?
What?
Is Paul Scheer definitely coming in?
We don't have a confirmation date yet.
Oh. He's alright.
But that movie also doesn't come out until December.
Yes.
Rejoin Will's news or just Will's news?
No, you can just do Will's news. I have news in the back end if we need it.
Good.
It's Jason Ellis.
It shoots out of dicks. It's amazing.
On Sirius XM Faction Talk.
We've talked about Kratom. Kratom?
Yeah, that's that stuff that I keep incorrectly stating is like fertilizer you can buy at Home Depot that you can use to get high, or you can also use to get you off of other drugs that used to get you too high.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Turns out not available at Home Depot.
Still on the internet, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, mostly you get it at smoke shops or whatever, but...
Now you can't get Kratom there?
You can.
Oh, okay. And
For
then
now.
you don't have to do, it'll get you off painkillers and shit.
See, that's what people have been saying. Now here comes the Food and Drug Administration.
Oh,
if you believe them.
No, of course not. What did they ever do for us?
They're trustworthy.
They say that's a very bad idea. About 36
Best
deaths.
to stay on heroin, they're saying?
No, about 36 deaths have been attributed to Kratom.
Yeah.
And they plan
How many deaths to heroin?
Well, look, basically what they're
How many
saying...
deaths to cigarettes?
Yeah!
What about...
How many deaths to cheese?
Vending machines.
Don't start me on vending machines. I hope they marry a taco one day, though.
Look, basically they're saying that this is kind of the same thing.
You know what they
As
need to do?
opioids. It has addictive properties, it has euphoric properties, and you can get addicted to it.
Yeah, but go ahead, take some painkillers and all that stuff. That's cool.
I don't
You know what, you should have some
I don't
antidepressants.
think that the Federal Drug Administration said anything about, but it's cool to take a bunch of opioids.
They've approved all those. They've approved an extra strength Vicodin because that's necessary.
For medical purposes.
Is it necessary?
I don't know. Why don't you ask a
Well, as a
cancer
person that's been in a lot of
patient?
pain, I don't think it is.
Well, I think that some people who are dealing with chronic issues would disagree.
Okay.
Call me crazy and naive, but I believe that in general, the Federal Food and Drug Administration is trying to do the right thing.
I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I don't believe them. I believe that they're in the pockets. They've got pockets and people put money in them to approve shit that isn't good for us. I don't trust them. I think that they've said other stuff that you could see right now prove that they lied to us. This is cool. You should digest this. Turns out not true.
I might not have 100% trust in them either, but I do trust what they say over an herbal remedy that you see advertised on the internet.
Except for all the people that call and said that they used to be addicted to heroin or Vicodins, and now they take that and they're not addicted to it.
I'd
A real
rather
person
I'd
that called
rather
the
take
show.
scientific evidence than anecdotal evidence. There could be a guy who said, "Hey, I stubbed my toe and I haven't had any gambling addiction since then." That doesn't mean everybody should go stub their toe.
Sounds like they're telling people that have addiction problems to definitely not try Kratom. No, and I don't think that I trust the people that have tried that are on Kratom
I
that
believe
don't do heroin anymore.
I believe what they're trying to do is regulate a drug that you can go to a smoke shop and buy readily, just like with bath salts. Do you think anybody should be able to go to the store and buy bath salts?
Yeah. 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 I mean, I want to get. Yeah. If I want to get bath salts, I don't want to get questioned about it. I'm sore. I want them in my bath.
They smell really nice.
Yeah, I really like the lavender one. Is that a crime?
My skin is really fucking soft.
Lavender water.
And I will fight for my right to defend my soft baby skin.
Well, then we'll just have to agree to disagree.
Smooth skin is nice.
Why don't we all just chill out a little bit?
Right.
With some Kratom.
I heard it helps.
Hey, and if somebody says it helps, then there you go. That's all you need to know.
But if the government tells you it's okay, it must be cool.
We've talked about a memory prosthesis.
Sure.
Putting a chip in your head and make you smarter.
Oh yeah, no, I want that.
Oh, it's happened now. For the first time ever, they've actually done it. The device, comprised of electrodes and implanted in the brain, is designed to mimic the way we naturally process memories, and as demonstrated in real life, boost performance on memory.
I'll take that.
Can I have it?
I don't know. Well, so far they've only put it in 20 people. These are volunteers who are going to have electrodes put in their brain anyway because of epilepsy. But they performed these memory tests on them, and they did about 30% better than someone without the chip.
But what about if you're a normal person and you have the chip? Do you get extra smart? And then when you get extra smart, do you realize how painful the world is and then kill yourself? It's dangerous stuff to be getting too smart.
Is it just memory? It sounds like it's just memory.
Yeah, I don't think it's intelligence. I think it's just memory.
Yeah, but
but if you memorize shit, doesn't that make you smarter? What the fuck? You read a bunch of books and then you memorize it, then you just know you're fucking smarter.
But not more
History,
intelligent.
Like
What?
you didn't do math, really. I mean, you still had to do the math.
Well, they'll talk about it in school. They'll talk about people who are book smart, but not necessarily
Yeah.
all that bright.
Well, it's still...
I think the people who recognize the deep truth that life is suffering are more of like the smart people than the book smart people.
Yeah.
The book smart people just know like what year Napoleon was defeated.
Well, they're also hoping that it's going to help with other things. Like if you have dementia, maybe it could help you through that. Maybe a similar approach could work for enhancing other brain skills like vision or movement. So, I think that's some pretty exciting technology that they're working with there.
Yep.
Would you really accept it?
Yep.
No questions asked?
Wait, put the chip in there so I remember stuff better?
Well, that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. Oh, like they might be lying and it's not really what they're saying it is and it gives me AIDS?
Just talking about the government fucking with you.
Yeah.
Right, or it just...
I just don't trust the government when it comes to like eating and
So you're
drinking
gonna
because I
trust
don't...
a chip in your head?
Well, if I got a nose job from a doctor, I don't think he's going to put a bomb in my face. You know?
I would just be thinking that there would be unanticipated side effects. Not that they knew, like, that they didn't anticipate either, you know?
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
possible.
I don't want to have a surgery, so I probably wouldn't do it because I don't want to... But if I was really forgetting stuff, maybe I would do it.
Well, look at it.
I don't want to remember.
If
I
you
don't need a
suffer
chip in there.
from dementia, you might.
Yeah, then I would
want
do
to-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if I could, I was more like if I could take a chip that would make me look. It's the radio where I could do math and read and write and all that stuff, and read books with ease, so that I could probably enjoy an actual book. I would consider having that placed in there, and yeah, I guess I am a hypocrite. Nothing new to me. No, I don't. Of course I'm a hypocrite. Anybody that says too much is a hypocrite. So yeah, I don't trust the Food Administration, and I feel like on it has more. I would trust Aubrey Marcus more than I would trust the Food Administration because I don't think Aubrey is going to tell me that I should eat this one thing because he's selling it. You know, if he told me that this diet that I should have to eat for the rest of my life and it only is the stuff that you buy on it.com, I would be suspicious. You know what I mean?
Well, but also at the same time, he would only put stuff on there that he believed in. So
I just feel like the average person hasn't done that much research into what is good food and what is bad food.
That's true.
And I don't know. It seems like my information has come from MMA, CrossFit people, and it's trickled down to the government and the regular man. So I don't want to take my nutritional advice from somebody who is Johnny Come Lately, as far as I'm concerned, because I feel like they're you're talking about the people that showed you the picture of the triangle of you know what I mean, like the food stuff that you're supposed to have in your diet every day. They don't know. That's just like, you should have cheese and bread, and you need to have a certain amount of meat. No, you don't. No, you don't have to have any of that. So those people, when they tell me, hey, now new search, I'm like, I'm not angry at you. I
disagree, because the Food and Drug Administration is.
You can doubt them. You can't come at me for doubting them.
Of course you can doubt them.
I think maybe I'm saying it in a mean way, but I just don't. I am doubting them, is what I'm saying.
Well, what do you think their motivation is? What do you think they want to get?
Money.
Maybe it's not money. Maybe it's not a malicious thing at all. Maybe it's just they don't know. They didn't do that much research, and the people that have their jobs are not real. They're just like, look, why was the triangle ever invented where you needed to have meat, cheese, and eggs?
Because people were so ignorant of what they should be eating. This was the most simple way to make people know it and remember what they should be doing.
You don't need any of that. But they needed to sell a lot of it. That's why I get a little suspicious. It's good for the farmers to sell all the eggs and all the...
So the farmers sell a bunch of corn.
How does that help? Can we have this discussion without you getting angry? Because
I'm not angry.
My tone's pretty light. I feel like you keep coming at me a little aggressive about it. It's just a discussion. I don't see why we're getting angry about it.
I'm not angry. I don't have any emotion about it. I like
Seems
to
like
debate.
you do. All right.
No, I think I think when I debate things, I think people do misread me for being angry or aggressive. But I
wonder what that's like.
I love to debate stuff, and I'm interested in it. So,
what'd you say?
I said pipe down, Will.
I know, right?
And also, I don't have all the answers, and that's why I'm asking, what do you think their motivation is? I mean, if somebody sells a lot of corn, you think the farmers are paying kickbacks to the FDA?
I don't know why it has to be a motivation. I said that. I was like, maybe it isn't anything like that. Maybe it's just they don't really do that much in the research in development to understand what they're suggesting is a good idea. I don't think they have. It's like those little news reports that chocolate's good for you, a glass of red wine's good for you. I don't trust any of those things. I think that, and I can't tell you that a wine company gave the government money to say that a glass of wine. You're probably right. Nobody did that. I just know that you're on record as stating that this is a thing that you will live off if you eat this way. Trust me. All doctors recommend that I eat from this triangle. I don't trust them. I'm not saying it's right. Maybe I should give them a second chance. I would just go, and I'm not saying that anything that you said. Oh, I say for sure that is 180 incorrect. Everything they said. I'm just saying when the Food and Drug Administration tells me this is what I should consume, I'm very doubtful towards them because of their prior comments and recommending the other stuff that I should take in my life that has been incorrect.
I don't think that I think they were trying to educate people on you shouldn't just eat sandwiches. And I think that was their primary concern, is showing people that they need to eat a variety of things to get all the nutrients.
Well, I don't know. That triangle pretty much was suggesting that, yes, you should eat sandwiches with meat, cheese, and eggs in them. It's a real big... they really kind of like put vegetables in this little corner, and it's weird because now, from the research, I mean, you don't have to have meat at all. You can just eat a plant-based diet, and I don't believe the government knows that yet.
I think the government, I would hope that the people responsible for controlling the food and drugs in the country at the highest level would have some idea of what a healthy diet consists of.
Yeah.
So is this, I just Googled classic food pyramid.
Yeah, look how much bread you're supposed to eat.
So well, nuts and grains. And they include bread in there as a grain substance.
So grains are the base of it, and then the next level up is fruits and vegetables, and the next level up is meat and dairy, and then the very tippy top is you can have some sweets.
Yeah.
And I think that the whole purpose of that was to make a memorable thing so that kids would know, I gotta eat a variety of things to remain a healthy person.
I don't know who knew what when, but I definitely think that there was a period of time where people were incredibly stupid about fat, for one thing, and pretty dumb about carbs.
Yeah.
And I think that was across the board. It's possible that they knew that and didn't pass that information along for 3 or 4 decades, but I think there was actually a period of time where somebody sincerely thought that was the best idea.
It seems like the more information everybody gets, the fatter everybody gets, because it doesn't really seem like, it seems like the invention of the most fat in one meal is now, not in the 80s.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the fast food market is the most calories you can get in one meal for the least amount of money, and this would be a world record time for that. So
Yeah.
you can fucking draw up as many triangles of food as you want. No one's listening, you fucking frappuccino assholes.
Well, no, everybody's always ignored it. All the things about the calories. Nobody knows how many calories they eat a day. Nobody knows how to read a
The
food
sugar
label.
one's the biggest one. I feel like the sugar one doesn't get out there as much as it should.
Yeah, agreed.
There's a lot of stuff about that science has proven that how bad sugar is, which is because I try to block it out, you know, because I got a sweet tooth and I got kids. They like sugar, but if I really analyzed it when I let them have it, I probably wouldn't. It's pretty bad.
Dude, the example I always use. This
Just
time
you
of
think
year,
you did it, so you're okay.
Take a look. Yeah, and frankly you are, because I ate all this shit too, and I was totally fine. I was talking to some because my kid has a lot of Japanese friends, and so their parents are full on Japanese, and Halloween's not a thing over there. And they're like, oh, my kid is like 6 this year, so I told him he can have 6 pieces of candy. And I'm like, well, listen, maybe I can help you out with this one. I grew up here, and we ate every single fucking piece of candy we got within a 3-day period of time, and we all turned out fine. But I can totally see where, from the objective point of view, that seems insane. Dude, Advent calendars are the thing that blow my mind. Look at the back of an Advent calendar. There is a piece of chocolate that's about as big as a mini Hershey bar that you'd get in a bag of mini Hershey bars, and every single one is like 40% of an adult recommended amount of saturated fat for the day.
And you're supposed to eat one of those a day.
Yeah, like an Advent calendar. You open one every day between, from December 1 until Christmas. Anybody in this room could easily eat every single one of them, thereby consuming about 40 times as much saturated fat as you're supposed to have.
It's pretty remarkable when you think about it.
It's amazing they can get it in there.
Yeah, because I've been really thin before, and I've also, eaten more calories than a human can. I mean, that first time I ever cut weight, that next day I ate like a legitimate 8 meals, man. Like, sure, I threw up a bunch of times, but I fucking kept eating like what you would call lunch. I had that 3 times in an hour. You know what I mean? Obviously, then I had to rest for a while, but then I came back strong about 3 hours later for another consecutive 3 meals in a half an hour period where I threw up 2 of them and kept 1. I don't know how the body, I didn't wake up like 800 pounds the next day. It's just like, maybe I sweat and pissed it out. I don't get it. It's just, you gotta work hard to be fat.
I think we can all, agree that we shouldn't trust anybody else to tell us what to do. We got to do the research ourselves and decide what's best for us.
Yeah, and to me, as a guy that can't really read, well, I can a little bit now, but for habit, I don't try to read that much. I only know from the people I know, and which works for me because I didn't get it out of a book. I saw it with my own eyes. It's not a story that's gone from one person to the next. It's fact, or I've lived it. You train, I remember we did the fucking show with the runner guy, the podcast.
David Clark. And
I said the same thing that he said everybody says to me. How are you going to get the protein if you don't eat the meat? He's like, that's not the case. That's not a fact. You don't have to eat any meat at all and have tons of protein in your diet. And that was a year ago?
About that, yeah.
You know what I mean? I know Mike Dolce. I know all these people. I know Dominic Cruz. I know all these people that know every meal. They'll tell you that an antibiotic that can make your muscles wear out. Not from reading research, from experience, because it's happened to them. So those are the ones that I live by. And they really, the facts, when I see it and I've used it, it's weird to hear somebody that is in charge of the whole country go that this part should be in there when it really isn't necessary. And you can get the diamond, the triangle things weirded out because the old photo of the pyramid, it's got tons of bread in there, but yet nuts and seeds, that's what they're trying to say that you can eat because that's where the protein is. But when you see that pyramid, you go, I eat bread and pretzels, so I'm okay. And bread and pretzels is cardboard. It's not. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in any of the bread and pretzels and the salted nuts, fruit nut, chocolate nut. You're not getting anything from any of that. Where you might look at that thing as a guy that doesn't do a lot of reading, looks at that and goes, oh, okay. Make sure you have some bread and you know what I mean. I had some raisins with some nuts the other day at the bar. Like it's not true because it's so much of it that your nuts are bad nuts. You have to get raw.
I beg your pardon.
You have to get nuts that say raw nuts on it, and when you taste them, you'll be like, oh man, that's nowhere near as good. Yeah, because you're eating the salt. You don't know any better. Oven roasted is just fucking sugar salt. That's what it means. Because when you have a raw one, I'll be the first to admit, it tastes way worse. You know what I mean? I remember Aubrey telling me, man, it was a little snack if you wanted to like not eat bad food, just have raw. What was it? Raw
almonds.
No, it was another. It was one that I hadn't had for a while.
Cashew.
The round ones.
Peanut?
No,
Oh,
more expensive. Yeah, raw macadamias.
Good.
And I've had macadamias. I'm like, oh, cool, that'll be easy. Raw ones taste like shit.
No way.
But you get used to it, it tastes good. It's just sort of like you get used to it, depending on who you are. It's like, Vegemite. I could pretty much give Vegemite on toast to everybody in this country who is born and raised white guy in America, and he will fucking vomit or spit it out because you didn't grow up on it. But if you're of Asian descent, Vietnamese more preferably, you will fucking think, you'll be like, okay, I see how kids would eat that, and you'll stand next to him and go, what the fuck did you just put in my mouth? It's what you're raised on. You got to make an adjustment. Same as I eat weird shit lettuce pizzas and Telly makes fun of me, but I'm not doing it for a pat on the back. I like that pizza. The same establishment serves pepperoni pizza. I can get it. I just really like this weird lettuce pizza that Katie gets. It's not lettuce. It's got some other fucking alternative green shit on it. I don't care. I'm trying to live. And every time I read more shit or have a vegan in or all these grass-fed fucking dudes that run marathons in their 50s, that just tells me something's up. Somebody knows something that I don't. And it's not as much fun. It's kind of like someone telling you, if you don't drink, you'd be a little bit better at your day. And you're like, yeah, well, I could probably not jerk off so much. You got to have a little bit of bad with your life, and and add up at the end of the day. Am I 100% the greatest me? But was it, or was it an enjoyable experience to be me my whole life? I don't want to be like, I was the greatest human at everything I ever did. And every minute I wasn't doing one of those things, I was in fucking hell. But look at my fucking body of work. I don't want to be that. I want to just, when it ends, be like, I did pretty good. But I enjoyed almost every moment of it when I wasn't trying to be pretty good.
Everything in moderation, and it seems like to me, the more I read about stuff, that it's the processing that ruins everything.
But it's so hard for you say everything in moderation, but that's the thing that they're not letting you have it in moderation. They're not it's you have to be kind of cutthroat, kind of lame. Like when you see somebody super shredded, they're kind of lame. I don't want to hang out with them. They're probably really nice people, but all they talk about is protein shakes. And because that's how they got to look like that.
Yeah, that's a full-time job.
Because it's not, because you have to dodge all the bullshit bullets that the government gives you. And the fast food world is, as a guy, I made this radio show on how I did that drive. I know that built how good I got on the radio when I did 4 hours here and 4 hours back for a 4-hour show, and on Friday 6 hours back. I was like, if I'm in traffic, can one of you fucking overpaid assholes say something that will keep me from thinking about how fucking amazing it is, how stupid everybody is in this fucking fast lane that's going fucking way slower and I want to kill everybody. Just make me not think about it. Like that's where it came from. And then the food that I try to get on a 4-hour fucking drive is nothing that I can live off if I wanted to be a fighter. Nothing. Even the oatmeal's a lie. I used to get oatmeal with protein powder that I had in my truck, and I would put the protein powder in the oatmeal, so then they didn't put their sugar in it. I put my oatmeal, my protein sugar in it. The oatmeal's shit. The oatmeal's nothing. It's just cardboard. It's not. There's no nutrients in it at all. You could get oatmeal, and then you could bring your own fucking organic berries and shit and put it in. Or you just make your own shit, because that's the way they've made it. They made it so if you don't make your own shit, you're not very healthy.
I don't think it's the government. I think it's industry. I think people.
But isn't the industry controlled by the government?
Sometimes they'll put a tax on a soda or something. But
you got a point, because didn't they tax the soda? Isn't there a city where they tax the fuck out of
There's more than one
soda, and the people still drink it?
Yeah.
I mean, Everlast hit me up the other day and said he lost 30 pounds, just quit soda.
Right.
It's just a weird thing. I still hear that now where people go, yeah, just quit soda. And you can tell that news came to them recently, and they were not aware of that. And when they did it, yes, they lost 20 pounds. Because you don't know. Man, my little kid days, I would skate all day, and then when I would go home, I would get a 2-liter bottle of Coke and drink it on the train on the way home. But I was at the ramp for fucking 12 hours.
Right.
And I was 14, or I don't know, 18, doesn't matter. So it didn't do anything. But I work all day. I sit on the couch. I look on the phone. I hand on my emails. Like, this is the way the world is working. Even if you're a carpenter, you're sitting down on your phone more than a carpenter ever has in the history of their life. So you have this tendency to, your body gets used to something. I can tell because of this job. The more I do radio, the more I do podcasting, the less I do MMA stuff. Haven't trained anymore, and it's giving me way more energy to do radio stuff. It's really working out. My body is a fat sack of shit, and I'm like, well, look, what do you want? Do you need abs to do radio? You don't. If I didn't have kids, maybe then there would be that other section right there. But I'm good with it. I've had abs. Maybe I'll get them again. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But you can't have it all. There's like this moderation thing. But I feel like the average person, their moderation to me is laughable. I'm like, that's just really bad for you all the time. Your moderation.
Right.
You're not eating anything healthy because nobody's telling you and as a guy that can't cook, it can be done. I don't have to because I'm married, and we're a team, and she knows. Jason goes and does this, and wherever he's going, he's making money for the family. And when he comes home, why don't I make dinner? Like, what kind of an asshole would I be if I made him make the dinner? But if she didn't exist, even dumbass me, I swear I'm so bad at cooking, I can put it in there and make it all taste where I'm like, me enjoying myself, and get fit, get shredded. And you can get it from the grocery store. You don't have to go to fuckface uppity dickhead. It makes it easier when you go there.
I love uppity dickheads. They have great peanut butter. I there.
just hate all the people outside trying to get me to sign shit.
I know. I almost had a fight. I told you I almost fought a guy doing that, checking out chicks' asses at the same time, and I'm like, oh yeah, starving children while you check that chick's ass out. Fuck you, dude. I was pissed at him. What? She's by herself.
Speaking of eating, they're calling a former soldier the human beer keg.
He ate a beer keg?
No, he did not.
He ate a beer.
He has auto-brewery syndrome.
He can make beer come out of his butt or his nipples.
Yes, well, kind of.
That sounds hilariously delightful, Will.
Yes, it's not. It's torturous if you're him.
Not if you're his friends, though.
Basically,
free beer.
Any excess carbs turn to alcohol within his body.
Hell yeah!
The problem is, it's all Bush.
No. Ray Lewis is a former U.S. Army paratrooper from Eugene, Oregon. He says he ended up losing his job as a truck driver after he crashed after eating lunch.
Oh, his sandwich got him drunk.
His wife thought he was a closet alcoholic.
Yeah, he's lying.
So she cut off his access to the bank account.
Good to see she had a lot of trust in her husband.
Exactly. Well, I mean, come on, your husband's coming home drunk
your
all the time.
Your husband's coming home drunk, swears he doesn't drink. Yeah, you don't believe him. Yeah, I know somebody like
that.
She
said he smelled like somebody broke a bottle of vodka or something.
Yeah, but he swore he didn't drink, and you didn't believe him.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Well, he smelled like vodka, and he was drunk. He was drunk.
He swore.
And he was drunk.
He swore.
And he was drunk.
Yeah,
but he ate a sandwich.
No alcoholic has ever lied about drinking.
Well, now he's on a restricted diet, mostly protein, vegetables, and nuts. He's not allowed to touch, any kind of sugar, carbs, stuff like that.
Unless he's trying to.
He better not lick my sweet nuts.
He has a soap business, and his wife has a GPS locked onto him. So because he
still doesn't trust him.
No, he has in the past, eating a sandwich and
blacked out on a sanger,
wandered out into the world all drunk.
Why is he still a risk to eat a fucking sandwich? It's like saying that you found out you have a peanut allergy, but you just gotta keep a GPS on me in case I just fuck up and decide to eat some Reese's peanut butter cups.
Because it's the excess
carbs that turn into alcohol.
Oh, so he never know.
You
He
can't
never
avoid carbs
right.
altogether.
Right. He might. This sanger won't be cool, but the other sanger might add just a little too more carbs. Next thing you know, he's on a blackout
Boom.
doing helicopters with his penis on the freeway. Right.
Is that the only like side effect or whatever? He just gets drunk. There's no like bad things.
Well, I think there's side effects to having alcohol in your system all the time.
Oh well, yeah, I mean, but that'd be pretty cool if you just ate a sandwich and like you got drunk and you had to drink.
For
like,
you, it'd be
beers.
very cool. For the Kings game, because
Right?
then you could have a beer and a sandwich. You'd be twice
I'll
as
just
drunk.
have a bagel with some
Right.
cream cheese and it'll just be lit up.
Skipper, you have a question for the Jay Snell Show. Hurry up. We've got to go soon. You're a liar. Yeah, it's fucked up, but you're a liar. You're gonna fuck in the ass and fall in love with her, and then she's gonna go with another person and burn you again 2 times twice. And you deserve it because you're the guy that would contemplate fucking a girl in the butt and then breaking up with her. You gotta end it. End the anger and leave her alone. Get on with your fucking life. Yes, you're welcome. Unbelievable, these.
You're a bigger man than I.
Butt fucking. Oh, he's gonna butt fuck her anyway. He's gonna butt fuck. He's gonna butt fuck her, and like
And
you
she's gonna
said,
cheat, yeah.
and he's gonna fall in love with her.
Tampa, we've talked about this before. They have a possible serial killer on the loose.
Yeah.
Now police say a witness was able to provide a description of the suspect.
All bald, but just really long bleached blonde hair on the side. Big muffin chops.
No.
Hulkamania written on his yellow T-shirt.
Not
No.
True. This is in Seminole Heights.
Police are struggling to figure out why a torn-up yellow T-shirt has been found at every crime scene.
No. This guy is a blackmail.
Oh no! It's the junkyard dog.
No, it's just, usually aren't serial killers white males of a certain age.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
Yes, that's what our racist mainstream media would have us think.
I thought
Hashtag white guilt.
I thought there was just more people in America that were white.
No, it's all white dudes.
Yeah, they go nuts.
Well, it's certainly all dudes.
Black males.
They do not go nuts.
Wait a minute. What about those black guys that shot people from the building?
Yep.
Sometimes it's black people.
Are you thinking of the DC guys?
Yeah. They're murderers.
Just to name one.
What about all the murders in Chicago? What color are they?
It's all black on black.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one.
Everybody murders.
Oh, please.
Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
What?
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 Yes, statistically, it's wildly disproportionately black on black murder in Chicago.
Okay. Well, that's not what you said. So anyway, the guy is about 6 to 6'2".
If Will can't make it, I can just debate my mom tomorrow.
Why? Am I like your mom?
Yes, this is the same way she fights. Oh, you said oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. It's like fighting with the church lady.
You're like talking to an asshole. And I don't know why.
Yes, wait. I stand by my original statement. Every single murder that has been committed in Chicago was a black man shooting a black man. That is what I said, and I stand by it. It's a fact. You can look it up.
Also, yeah, okay, that's not very womanly, which is the way you try to, anytime you want to cut somebody down, you say that they have traits of being a female.
No, he doesn't.
No, I don't.
No, he
it's
doesn't.
just like fighting with a woman.
No, he said
you
sound like a lady.
He does that
every time he argues with you. He says you sound like a lady.
Yeah, I say that to you every single time.
Yeah,
because you argue
because
like a lady.
women are bad.
No, because
there's a certain style that is like the cliche bad way for a woman to argue, and it's also.
Oh, so it's all my fault then?
Like
that?
Oh, yes, every single one of them. That's right. That's what I said. Every single one of them was a black man.
Yep, that's a dead-on impersonation, Tully. You nailed it.
Damn close.
No, what you just did right then was dead on.
Anyway, that's it. Fuck you guys. Here's some Wolf Knife names if you want them, and we'll see you later.
That's all the news?
Yep.
No, it is now, thanks to you, Tully.
Oh, man.
With your womanly attack.
Well, don't be such a fucking asshole.
Oh. Wolf Knife names. If you want to be a wolf knife, you go to wolfknifestore.com. You can sign up to be a wolf knife. Costs money, and then we name you, and You get a black card with the Wolf Knife name and your vest, and you get T-shirts, one of a kind T-shirt, harden the fuck up on the back, and it's a big crew. It's one big family, like us.
Kind of like this show.
Yeah. One big family. Danny, Ashtonishin.
Antonishin.
Yeah. Antonishin is hot and fresh in the Antonishin. He owns a roofing company. He's the boss. Have you seen my genitals lately?
Duke Ruthless.
Ooh! So good. Good for you, Duke Ruthless. Randy Clover is a truck driver. Stockton. Dang, he's from Stockton.
Randy Cockton.
I don't know if you want to call him Cock. He's in Stockton. So it's not. What's the area code again? 209. 209, son.
That's like two guys. Come on.
It's two guys that make that place a fucking. Are you talking shit on the Diaz brothers right now, hot dog?
Oh, just Stockton.
Sure, you want to go there?
Whatever.
You think you're tough because you're a fucking LA Kings fucking fan?
No, San Diego first of all.
Yeah, but you're not. You don't have no teams because you're not even a fucking town anymore. They've written you off.
Oh my goodness.
You get like surf reports or what Bob Burnquist is growing in his backyard. You got nothing. Fucking San Diego, who gives a shit is what's going on there.
You're just a hater, man.
I'm just a fucking fact stater. You have no teams from anywhere. You suck so bad that LA has 4 of each. That's how fucking shitty you are.
Wait, what team do you guys? Oh, you got your baseball team, right?
Yep.
Right. That's the sport of the future.
Oh,
we beat the Giants this year. That's all we fucking care about.
Randy Clover is a truck driver from Stockton, California.
I don't know. 4-leaf boner.
Yeah, I don't want to do this right now. This isn't working out. We should do something else.
Yeah, we can move on.
I had somebody on my podcast yesterday that I've never even heard of. I don't even know who they are.
How did you come to?
I have a manager that has an assistant that booked me Adam Carolla as co-host, but he's Adam Carolla's co-host of the. I don't know how many. I really don't know how many podcasts Adam does, but I think it's like more than 2.
It's definitely more than 2.
Is it like 5?
I don't know, because I think he's got the main one, and then he does one with Drew, and I know he's got one about like cars or like fixing things.
Well, that's what this is. This one's the home Ace on the House.
Right.
With Adam Carolla and Ray. How do you say his last name?
I don't know how you pronounce that. Oldhoffer?
Oldhoffer.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, but he's a pretty nice guy. But those podcast guys, they know what they're doing over there in that little world.
They do.
I guess I gotta like hang out to know, but I don't really want to hang out,
What do you mean?
I don't really want to. I just want to do. The thing that I like about podcasting is it is nobody says anything. You can do whatever you want. I mean, I think you could do a porn podcast, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so there's like insertion and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Audio.
Huh?
Audio only.
Well, obviously I'm not going to be live on YouTube or anything, but there's official Jason Ellis that I could still do stuff on there. I don't really want to go there. I just like that I could if I wanted to.
I don't think anyone's doing it, so maybe you should.
I think you're wrong. I think there's got to be a porn podcast, right, Andrew? It has to be.
No.
No. Are they? No. They do a podcast. Welcome to the show. Today I went and got a coffee and I saw a guy and let's talk about the politics. And I'm gonna suck off Jim Jiminy or whatever his name is. And then she does a little interview while she's sucking or fucking. Like I would watch that knowing that there's a penis in her and she's still talking. They don't do that interview very often. What about there's an interview where every time you do the interview, you fuck?
Ends in blowjob.
No, you're fucking her while you're talking. In-depth interviews.
Okay, yeah. See, there you go. Who's doing that?
Nobody's doing that.
Why aren't you doing that?
Electronics is doing it this Wednesday.
Well, they can do it though. There's those porns you'll see sometimes where it's just like the guy wants to like interview the chick before he fucks her. That's kind of that.
But
it's not. It's not. What about if you actually had good interview skills, and you could get an erection? at the same time, and you asked her questions for. I mean, this interview can't go longer than 15 minutes, but still, 15 minutes of fucking a girl while you're asking her
20
questions.
on a good day.
Look, this podcast is going to be a 45-hour. Yeah. I mean, as long as you're not trying to come, you can do it, you know? I mean, what about if...
Grandma on the toilet, a medium-length porn podcast.
What about... The podcast totally changes. Like, the time of the podcast changes on the guest.
Uh-huh.
Like, I told... Is Will gone?
I didn't even know that was real until it was well past the point of no return.
Oh, I thought you... I sensed that you had annoyed him from the start. Why?
Oh God, I'm gonna talk to him after.
Man, really? You just like got the guy off the show with that?
We do that all the time. Why was it gonna get real now? We've had that conversation 20 times.
I didn't want
to. Wolf Knife, don't touch that. Welcome to the show.
Hey boys, look, Will needs to man up and just realize that this is the shit that he's gonna get if he's on the show, and stop being such a woman about it.
Well, no, I don't actually agree with part of that, which is nobody needs to. If Will's not like officially on the show, that's not actually his job description. So he just say you're gonna come by and get abused. Just deal with it because listeners like it. I don't agree with that. You should do.
I'm not saying that he just needs to deal with it. I know he's not like officially part of the show, but just like he should know that any time that he chimes in, there is the potential for some backlash and some, typical usual hazing that anybody gets on the show.
Look, I think we all know how to press each other's buttons, and I think out of anybody, Will is and it's Tully more. I mean, and me too. I think me and Tully are both the people. Oh, I guess Andrew's pretty good at pissing him off too.
Kevin doesn't seem to make him angry.
Okay, I don't know. Look, I feel we're annoying, so I don't really feel. I feel bad for him because I can't even remember what I did, but I feel sorry for anybody that knows me. It makes it easier that way. And Tully's an asshole, as you know. I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad either, dude.
Yeah, right.
You're having a bad day, and we didn't know he was having a bad day.
I suspect that. I hate to put words in other people's mouths when they're not around. But yeah, Will and I are actually, believe it or not, very friendly off the air, and it's always good. It's almost always good-natured on the air. So I would guess that there might be something else at work, but it's not really for me.
It's probably Hot Dog got a intro.
People don't like me,
You're annoying. I get it.
Just how it is.
Well, it sucks that you suck, but I mean,
I think you guys will be okay when I leave.
As long as you just keep your head down and keep. What do you love at?
It sucks that you suck. It's a really
What?
a really terrible thing to say.
Say that every morning.
Well, he just said it, Michael.
Man, it just sucks so bad that you suck. That's the only problem.
It's my mantra.
Oh God! Final calls 855 Ellis 41. Whatever you want to call about, go ahead. Cameron, welcome to the show. Hey. I mean, Will is a part of the show, but we're saying what SiriusXM lets him do. It's a weird thing here, dude. Like, the show gets big. I mean, I wasn't even a real show. And it turned into a real show for like 5 or 6 years before anybody even labeled it a real show, before anybody labeled Tully work for the show. They sure as hell weren't going to label Will for it. And then Cullen isn't allowed to work on the show because he has to do more shit for country channels. People just come and go because New York does whatever they want to do. New York said, gut the studio. We don't want Jason's studio to look like Jason's studio anymore. They just change shit whenever they want to. And at one point, didn't even want Will to work here.
Well, yeah, the point is...
Now they do. They just change shit.
Of course, Will is a part of the show. Will's a huge part of the show.
But Sirius doesn't allow him to be officially a part of the Jason Ellis show. He works for Faction and other channels, not for us.
Right.
Whatever would be convenient for us, they don't fucking do that.
if I said I'm not going to be on the show on Thursday, they would say, well, what the fuck are you doing? Because that's your job. If Will says, I got this other thing to do on Thursday, that's fine because that other thing is actually his job. You see the difference?
Well, there you go. You're listening. Got us.
So, girls, what are we doing today?
I get my tampon pulled out after the show. I know that thing's wedged.
A little petty manny, maybe.
I've been bleeding all night. Thing's about to pop. Jeremy, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jeremy.
Was he jerking off? Interesting.
No, they're not real, dude. You just had like a weird, like you saw some weird shit because you're gay or you talk like a woman. One of the two. Told you. Told you. Yeah. No, it's, I see him all the time, too.
I heard it in his voice.
Pretty much a full-blown female, right?
Yeah. He's either a full-blown female or a very girly homo man. You know what I mean? That shit makes me angry.
You never tell these days.
If you're just tuning in, yeah, Jason Ellis gets very angry at people with homo voices. I could pass for a full caveman dickhead, right?
Easily.
God, my fucking chest hurts.
You did for several years.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Got him! Welcome to the Jason Ellis Show. You're live on the radio.
Oh, yeah, this is Rebecca, the lady, who's very angry at us.
Way to go, dude. Jason Ellis Show, you're live. Yeah. Yep, yeah, I'm not being that friend. No way. Anybody in this green room, anybody I know does that, has that story, you ain't my fucking friend. Shit. Yeah. Look, I think if you are Louis C.K.'s friend, then it's a different scenario. It's easy for me. I don't know the dude. I just know that, and I'm touchy with that stuff. I just feel like if you're gonna do that to people, I don't like it. I don't like powerful people getting away with shit. I fucking hate that. Yeah. Well, I don't want to. I've done that a bunch of times, but it's kind of kinky. But I've never. Everybody agreed to it. It was like a different thing. I don't know. I did weird shit. I got a daughter, and she's gonna find out when she's older that I did all this weird stuff and talked about it. But you know what I mean? There'll never be a thing that comes up to her about her father trapping people in a fucking hotel room trying to finish himself off. Like it just didn't happen. I didn't do that. This kind of news, I feel like everyone should just understand it. Move on. You don't know him, so don't try to drive home that you're personally insulted for the rest of your life. You should just be like, look, nobody should be allowed to get away with that. And he admitted it, and whatever the law wants to do, whether they don't do it or they do it, it's not going to be my concern. I already know. It's a fact now. He apologized for it, so he is a disgusting piece of shit, in my opinion. And if you want to hang out with him, don't call me. But I don't have to worry about that because I don't fucking know anybody, so it's not a really powerful statement. Doesn't make any difference. Thanks, dude. Thanks for the call. I don't like anybody that. It's easy for me.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I'm like you, hot dog. We
Thanks,
suck. And, you know what I mean?
I like you too. You're pretty cool.
For sucking.
Yeah,
we suck pretty bad.
For such a sucky person, you're all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Tully's just an asshole.
Well, for an asshole, he's pretty cool.
It sucks that I suck so bad.
I really wish you wouldn't have to point out everybody's speaking like a woman. That shit can affect some people.
Ladies are cool, man.
Yeah. Welcome to the Jason
I like
Ellis.
several women.
Oh God. You're live. Welcome to the show. What is this? Fucking fraternity radio? The fuck are you doing here? Sorry, no offense, Andrew.
Doesn't work.
An idiot. We're all sucking fucking juices out of each other's asses. This is not a frat party over here. Nobody's scared of sucking a butt in this fucking room.
I'll suck a butt to save
right?
life.
I'll suck a butt for fucking Twitter followers. Fuck you.
I suck ass not to save lives.
There you go. I suck ass in my private time. I didn't even want to bring it up, but now that I know that it's cool, hey everybody, I love sucking ass. Jason Ellis Show, you're talking to the ass sucking champion of the world. Hey. God. Wait, are you fucking deaf, dude? Are you fucking deaf? Did you not hear the bit where he fucking blocked the door and finished coming and kept them trapped in the room? Did you not hear that bit? Well, he admitted to that part, so fuck off. God.
I don't know exactly what he admitted to. That story went around in many forms about many women. I don't know exactly what he admitted to or didn't admit to.
I don't have 5 or 6 people telling me that I tried to trap the door while I finished coming. Just, no more. No more. Well, I'm just done with it. Because he is improving. Well, wait. You just said he did. He admitted it.
If you have permission, it's weird that you'd have to block the door anyways, right?
There was a New York Times story, and
No.
I forget what the specific allegations were in the New York Times story, and then like that day or the next day, he said these things are true. I forget if anybody accused him of blocking the door. Like that allegation is out there. I don't know if that allegation was in the New York Times story, which is what he was referring to when he said.
Gotcha.
And also people criticize he didn't actually say sorry. He just admitted it was true. The word sorry never came up.
Yeah, but you guys can like Michael Vick too. That's cool. It's just life. I just don't. I guess it's not a molestation thing. I don't like people that torture dogs. I don't like people that force people to look at their dicks, and that's cool. You don't just because I said I don't like them. I'm not trying to make any of you change your mind. I'm very aware that none of you will. I'm just saying it's kind of weird that we're all when you bitch about your day and how this person mistreated you or cut you off on the freeway or said something bad about you at work, and you want to give this dude we're talking tons and tons of people that are saying that happened. You don't have that about you. Don't try to act like it's a big conspiracy to make Louis C.K. look bad. He already talks that he does that. He's a guy that jerks off on people. So fuck that guy. He sucks. That doesn't, like I said, I'm allowed to say that. Ain't getting back to him. Nobody fucking cares what I say.
Well, that's the other thing. We're just talking here. Hey, dude, what's up?
Wait, what was the question? What if people say, hey, Jason, we're accusing you of jerking off in the green room? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's not going to happen because I never did anything close to that. I know that you want to think that people are out for celebrities, but they're not. The reason that there's a lot of accusations of this dude pulling his dick out and jerking off on people is because he fucking did it to everybody, dude. You know what I mean? Like, if you did it one time, you probably wouldn't even get brought up. Because I know there's people that work on Sirius XM that have done shit to women that is disrespectful. But it was maybe a couple times and it was a long time ago. But it wasn't me. And that's the difference.
Right. Well, why don't we? How
fuck
about,
does that mean, dude?
Why don't we cross that bridge when we come to it? When 20 women come out and have identical stories about Jason tomorrow,
they're all gonna get together and start planning a meeting.
When that happens, why don't we address that? What do you mean you guess? Yeah, but let's keep devil's advocate reality based.
What guy in Alabama?
The guy who's running for Senate.
I don't know about that one, so I can't have an opinion on it.
Once again, I think that the onus of in my mind, which it doesn't. But by the way, doesn't fucking matter what we think, because we don't control the keys to these guys' careers or to whether or not they're in jail or walking free. But in my opinion, when one person says something about a senator or an entertainer, I'm just like, well, who the fuck are you? When fucking 6 women have incredibly similar stories, I go, okay, now I'd really like to hear something very compelling from you, guy who's accused, and so far I haven't heard it in his case.
It's weird that a dude that doesn't have any information either way leans towards favoring the raper guy. Like, but innocent until proven guilty, so let's just wait. Right, okay, good day to you.
He did admit
Don't,
it though, right?
don't die.
gotta go.
Don't die.
Later.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
You can cut it. Oh, we can use hot dog. Thank you. Shoot me a text whenever you're back up here or want to come back on.
Come here all the time. Hot dog.